All set. Ready. Go!
No, 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 no.
I will be making my return to Ball Busters this Friday. Whether or not I'll be there the whole show, that is yet to be seen, but I will be there in the beginning because this person, after I backed him up on a couple of his righting my wrongs statements, I backed him up on a couple, but no. This
Yes, I can take it in the face.
likes to take it in the face has decided to call me out on an anime issue.
What's going on, everybody? I am coming at you real quick live to help announce a debate that's going on tomorrow. Tomorrow on Ball Busters. I'm going to be taking down Adam the Renaissance Nerd.
Because in his infinite retardation, he thinks he has one over on me. He thinks that he can go Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood can be watched together.
Because that boy thinks that you need to separate Full Metal Alchemist from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and that only Full Metal Alchemist is just freaking fanfic.
They can be put and because one tells part you need. No.
When in reality, it's much more than that. It has manga accurate storylines that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood doesn't even touch.
So the point is, the fact that you think you can tell me something about anime that I don't already know or understand, that you're going to school me with your tiny chair empire. I'm going to take your tiny chair empire. I'm going to splinter it, and I'm going to shove it in every orifice you have possible. And when all is said and done, I'm going to put you in such a hold that twists you around so your own nose is up your own goddamn back taco. And you're going to be subbed in there so far, you'll smell what I stepped in earlier that day and have then since kicked your ass with.
So you better prepare. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to show him definitively why I am the king of the back taco. Why I run the tiny chair empire. I'm going to make him beg for this tiny chair after I'm done showing him what I can do to his back taco.
Just already.
Ice cream, yum!
Oh, ice cream.
It has begun. Mother Nature just pissed her pants.
How you go? What did I just say? I just had a stroke.
Everyone cheering for the stroke.
I don't know what I just was trying to say.
How's it? Did you start the sauce early?
I haven't even drank yet.
In the intro, did you just really come out of the closet?
Yes.
Literally.
He literally came out of the closet and
He literally
had
came
the
out.
most soy macho man Randy Savage I've ever seen.
That was the whole point.
Let me tell you something, wormy.
You get your ass back in that closet and sit on your tiny chair and think about what you've done.
Well,
Yeah.
few housekeeping things. I'm about 2 hours into this. I'm going to switch over to Rumble exclusive because I want to start building up over there a little bit and do some other degenerate shit.
Nice.
So we'll see how that works. And I was planning on doing this debate after intros, but didn't show up. What the fuck?
Someone's being a little bitch.
I think he's scared.
Basically what I just implied.
Oh, shut up. Oh,
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is, late and gay.
Yeah, you two
Hello?
need to be next to each other. There you go. That's better.
Yeah,
look at
there
him.
you do.
What the fuck? He didn't even see the intro. Yeah, I even threw something in there.
You mean your
Wonderful.
5-minute intro?
It was only 4.5 minutes.
Well, at least this time he actually had like background music to keep it interesting.
I know, right?
Wasn't just confusing everyone. Wonder, wait, is this live or is this a what? What's going on?
Is this pre-recorded? Where's the panel at?
I mean, it wasn't 10 minutes.
No, that was
have that?
that was the last one you made me sit through on this fucking show.
Yeah.
Literally everybody in the background is screaming like, "Help! We're trapped behind stage."
Yeah.
Let this end.
It was wonderful. I loved every
Talking
second
about
of
his
it.
Rocky montage one, that lasted
No,
way too long.
talking about the one when he writes the songs of Paranormal Activity. Oh, yet again tonight on Friday Night's Royal Rumble, we roasted you because of your horrible takes. Because we had Amarada on, who was part of the placing Paranormal Activity into abysmal status.
What the fuck's this? What the fuck is this? I already showed your promo. Is he even listening to us?
He's sitting there, camera off, mic muted, but he's sharing links. Ah.
He has music.
I already support this more.
Yes.
I agree with this.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
That's right. Gotta do it. You're mania, ready to run wild all over the tiny chair empire. You called this down upon yourself, Dirty. And now I and all the little mermaniacs are going to crush your tiny chair empire.
Yes.
He did better, Dermy.
I did that one. That one was
All I
good.
know is y'all got some concerned neighbors.
That's right.
Welcome. That is how you do an
That
introduction. Yes.
It's how you do an intro. You don't want this. And I saw your intro. I was watching and waiting patiently because I knew I know what I'm doing. This is entertainment.
Well, I
And
know
I am going to
Yes.
step all over you
No.
as soon as we get this started. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're gonna do. You showed me your hand 2 days ago. And even if you hadn't, I could have countered it. You've got nothing. You may have some facts on your side, but I have facts and logic on my side.
I have your logic on my side.
No, that's what you got. That's what you got. All right. Let's get through intros and let's get this going.
Real quick, because I kind of want to, this whole debate to go down with as smoothly as humanly
Don't
possible.
drink. You don't get to drink till we're done.
Yeah, I will acknowledge this.
Yeah, I
Wookie
agree
be
that.
bad. LOL. I had to roll it back, have a shot. I will be taking a shot after the debate.
Yeah, I
will be
want
taking
you
all the
sober
shots.
so that you know the reality of your loss when it happens.
You know what? What can be bad because he's so awesome? I'm gonna take a shot to you, buddy.
I will take a shot. Don't you worry.
I gotta wet my whistle.
So that way the ref is gonna be good and drunk at least.
I had about 3 before I got here, so
Yes.
You guys
I
are just
agree
gonna
with
sit
this.
back and listen to us basically bitch it. bitch at each other. So
Yeah, and you asked the ref to referee this thing who never watches fucking anime. Good choice.
You Michael Buffer.
I didn't prepare a Michael Buffer. No, I didn't prepare that. No, I did
So
not.
do I at least get to be Michael Buffer?
Oh, you can. Oh, yeah, I guess. I
I
sure.
mean, you could be Wookie B Bag because I forgot to play this because he did tip.
Ice cream, yum.
Oh, ice cream.
Are they supposed to be? Are they supposed to be Candy Crush in that or some shit?
I don't
What is
know
that?
what that is.
I don't either.
It's a new Twitch thought thing. I don't fucking
Is
know.
it Twitch or is it TikTok?
To answer your question, Jonathan, yes, I'm on crack.
I'm
Wait, you meant that one. Oh, wait, yeah.
I'm on
Damn it.
vitamins and prayers because
I
that's what
saddened
good little
myself.
nerdomaniacs do. Take your vitamins, say your prayers. Let's do this.
He's having to say prayers because he's scared of me. But anyways, let's go around the horn and introduce
You
everybody.
don't even get the reference, do you? You child.
No, I don't really give a shit.
Oh,
Adam the
shitting me?
Renaissance Nerd.
That's -5 points right there.
Yeah, you kind of lost already.
You're in the black.
26 years old. Get over it. Adam the Renaissance Nerd, how are you, buddy?
I'm alive. I'm well. I still, in all seriousness, I am still convalescing after coof plus pneumonia, but I am obviously back to somewhat of the regular schedule. I get tired very easily. So I literally, in all seriousness, I don't have tons of stamina right now. That's why I'm glad we're going to do this right away because I don't know if I'm going to be able to hang out for the full show. But I'm happy to be back on Ball Busters. I'm sure the gayness didn't decrease at all while I was gone, so I'm ready to bring it back. No, because honestly, I didn't get to watch it because I was passed out for 2 weeks. So.
Should have saw the morning stream. It was still good.
I approve of this.
Yeah.
We taught pop. We taught true pop about degeneracy.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I am happy to be here, and I'm going to be happy to basically rub Dermy's nose in his own back taco before the night is over. And he's still going to think he's won after all of this. He's going to think it. I know I'm not going to change his mind, but the panel and the chat will agree with me when all is said and done. So
You do realize putting his face in his own back taco is not a punishment.
well, it would
He
look
sniffs
funny
his
with
own
him.
parts on a regular basis.
With
It's
his
the
bent
smallest
over and his
centipede.
face up his own ass, it'll look funny. So
I think it'll look
Be an
no different from
improvement.
what we see all the time.
Hopefully, you remove some of that smugness that I inadvertently gave to him.
he's gonna be wishing he had any sort of dignity by the time this is over.
Oh wait,
He never had any.
I know.
he has dignity.
Yeah.
This is a myth.
I think
right.
Devil's hoping for a knockout because Dermy's made him sit through so many struggle sessions after that.
Well, Devil is right. This is his fault because we did this because we were EFAPing his little "I'm writing my wrongs" thing, and because it was the end of the show and we were out of shit to do on Monday, so it's like, okay, let's EFAP Dermy. And you see,
Hysterical, by the way.
here's the thing, I agreed with him on some things.
Mhm.
He should have taken that little trophy and been happy, but no, here we are because he's got a little burr up his ass that he doesn't like it. That I think Full Metal Alchemist original anime is dog shit compared to the real thing, which is FMB. So there we go. All right, I'm done.
I haven't.
What's this
agreed
skewed,
on that
everybody?
point.
Thanks for being
what
here.
I've no
It's a
what
skewed pole fucker. Like, seriously?
I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
He did the
Adam,
same fucking
Soldier
thing to
Spirit,
me.
Is he
GI
put
Adam,
a
how are
poll up?
you?
He said his
Poll-
Adam is going to lose. The answers are yes and definitely.
You see, I restrained myself on Monday. On Monday, my chat's like, put a poll up, see who's going to be there. I'm like, no, it's my channel. I'm going to have the favor in this, so it's going to be an illegitimate poll. But here he is trying to tilt it in his favor already by putting up a poll. So
Is
no,
your mommy yelling at you?
No,
Why were you looking at the door?
because my other monitor is literally right here.
Yeah, mommy was yelling at you. Dermy, it's getting late, okay? I don't want to hear any yelling, honey.
He slipped his Daily Pop-Tart into the door.
It's like, you know how your tummy or GI tract gets when you get loud and upset. Because that last poopy you left in there was, we had to call the plumber. And we can't be having that kind of bill every month.
the snake is expensive.
Yeah.
I love this. GI Adam,
And
how
we-
are you?
Yeah. Get ready. It's the White Nerdy Hodge twins. Yeah. Hi, everybody. For some fucking reason, this dumbass fucking brought me on to referee this weird fucking match, and I know shit about anime. So get ready for me to fucking sit back and not have a clue what the fuck they're talking about and then say, throw a fucking dart. That guy won.
So the only people that would get JB's comment here are Ryan, Cloud, Devil, and I.
I know what that means. Well, I know what the gerbil will mean.
Dick, probably you can figure it all out.
Jeremy
I heard the gerbil story. I heard the gerbil story 2 years before it became public knowledge. Back in the day.
Well, you know, with Dermy, when they say 2 men enter, Dermy's just happy.
2 men enter 1 cup of league.
Derm, you realize that everybody's going to vote against you on this panel out of just normal behavior.
We already talked about. We already talked about in Among Us, whatever, that he would be pointless in that competition because we would just airlock him every single round.
Airlock his ass every time.
Right at the beginning. Yep.
You see, I'm still gonna win. Hands fucking down. I'm going to win. Yes.
You have a tiny chair leg to stand on.
I have a good chair to stand on.
You have a tiny chair leg to stand on that can't support your weight. So you're done. I know exactly what you're going to do.
No, you don't.
You gave me 3 days to prepare.
Yeah, and I had 3 days to prepare too, motherfucker.
No, you didn't, because you didn't change your argument at all. I altered my argument
slightly
when I realized what you were
it.
doing. You refined it. You refined it.
It's starting. I love it.
Dermy, shit talking yourself in the mirror at Golden Corral doesn't count as preparation.
I've actually never been to Golden Corral. Ryan,
everybody else got sick except for me.
Corralled here.
I would just I would just like to say that I am here for this ass whipping, and I'm going to eat popcorn the whole fucking time. This is gonna be great. Also, because let me get real serious. Dermy, your takes on anime. Like, are you serious, man? Like that fucking reaction video. You took the guy on the panel who knew the least about anime and fucking decided to clown on him. Like,
to be fair, I didn't know that at the time. I know that now, but I still don't feel bad about it.
Did you watch the whole stream?
Yeah, I did.
So
you were there saying, "I know anime. I know anime. I know anime."
I said I know a little bit about anime,
which is still why I'm trying to figure out why did Devil bring you on.
Because I was helping a brother out, man. He's
because Adam had to cancel because he was on death's door.
And then apparently you decided to hijack Devil in a fucking Maoist struggle session and stick a dildo in his ass. The fuck is wrong with you, man?
It hurt real bad.
It was so. To be fair, Devil actually asked to come on.
I did because I wanted to talk to him and see if I could just reason with him. Big mistake. And I also was drunk when I asked, and I was drunk on the show. So to be fair,
that's a lot like to reason with Lizzo at a buffet.
I hope we all learned something today.
Is that kettle corn? It looks good.
It actually really does look good.
That's like good.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It has a hole at the bottom of it.
Stick your hand down real nice and deep.
Yeah.
He's doing
it in the microwave so it feels better.
The stranger through the popcorn, huh?
Yeah.
CJP,
he does his own stranger.
How are you, CJ?
It's just really good.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just here to make crack jokes about this shit because I know it's going to be funny as fuck, and I get to do silly, stupid voices the whole time. So
Well, yeah, this is why this is the topic. It's going to be funny as fuck, and both me and Adam are going to be nerd raging.
No, I'm not going to rage. I'm very calm and collected because I know
I'm
what's
going to
going
get you
on.
to rage. I'm going to get you to rage. I have trump cards.
You have nothing. You have Joker cards that are worth absolutely nothing.
No, I got something I worked out perfectly.
Oh, really?
Element.
Why do I feel like I'm about ready to witness a sexual assault?
Wait, who's gonna be assaulting who?
I don't know, but that guy right there, he's always dangerous, so we gotta be careful.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like, I think Adam came here to have a nice, healthy debate, and Dermy sounds like he's getting ready to hog tie you.
From two-hole to two-hole.
I think most everyone here just saw that guy behind you in the movie recently.
Yeah.
You know, I completely forgot that image existed.
No,
you did not think I was going to have it up. It's what I put up.
I forgot that you did that.
And until you look into the camera and give me another piece of gold, that one stays there.
And I'm not going to do that anytime soon.
Oh, the drunker you get, the easier it is.
It is. But we got a simp here.
Oh my god.
How you doing, number one blab simp?
You know, surviving.
Sam's got a simp.
Hoisted by his own pole, Tard.
I'm about to say you're not helping yourself commenting on her comments either, just for the record. Like, you know, you're just like steering right into the wreck.
I only when I see them in the feed, and if I'm interested in it. That's about it.
So all the time?
No, not all the time.
The funniest part about this poll
he's like,
is
I just can't quit you.
The funniest part about this poll is he goes like, I'm gonna put this out to prove Dermy wrong. I had nothing to do with the poll. Didn't tell him to do the poll.
Because
he does the poll, it proves me right.
He just likes touching the pole.
Wants Blabs to touch his pole.
And Adam's over here like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
I'm just sitting here like, I brought this out as a prop, and now I'm like, I can't stop fucking eating it now.
You're gonna get fat like CJP and me.
Yep.
Raster Caster. How are you?
What's up? I'm just here to see a train wreck and see some violence, drama. And if this was in person, I would hope to see some blood.
You know, we might still see some blood. You don't know.
Period blood.
Stool.
No,
your vagina.
I'm pretty sure his back taco hasn't been opened before. So.
I miss violence.
I do too. We need more violence. Bring violence back. Make violence great.
You want violence?
That's what I was just gonna say.
You want? I think I shared it. There's a video of the Houston police fucking up some Antifa fucks. It was excellent.
I never saw it.
Good.
You didn't do it to the ball busters.
I'll see if I can find and share it.
I never agreed with people trying to break up fights.
No,
but I also don't. I mean, I see it as a consensual combat. And
if two dudes are throwing down, let them throw down.
Yeah.
No,
it's not assault if it's consensual.
Yeah, about now if like three guys jump another dude, that might be a different story. But
but 101, like, I mean, there might be like if Dermy tries to sit on Adam or something like that now, then I think we should step in because that's just not playing fair. But I mean,
he just got his breath back,
Adam. If Adam decided to bring in like a blunt weapon or something like that, I think it'd be allowed.
Oh yeah, no, I'm okay with that. Yeah.
So as we introduce our last person, Devil made me do it.
You mean the victim of all of this?
The cause of all of it? Yeah. But to be fair, I foretold this long ago. I wrote, there will be a time in July 14th of the year of our Lord 2023. The two nerds will meet on the field of battle and slap each other for 5 minutes and then cry. So I knew it was coming. Yeah.
That's hilarious, but I still find it so weird. The devil is saying the year of our Lord.
He's talking about himself.
That's stuck in my head.
He's talking about
your Lord. Just because I don't like the dude doesn't mean I'm gonna.
just because you publicly sodomized him on a stream doesn't make you the Lord.
No, it makes me his Lord.
All right, maybe.
I sodomized the devil. Get over it.
Feeling good on a Wednesday.
Scarier than him.
Are you basically trying to say you're Saddam Hussein from South Park?
That was a consensual relationship.
I'm gonna talk about anime, buddy.
Jeez. Okay. Oh, let's see. Now he leaves. See how this
No, I'm
works?
right here. Just turn my camera off for a second, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
I demand one thing though. While we do this, you do not get to cut me off with clips when I'm owning you.
I'm
You
not
don't
going
get
to.
do that.
I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm even. You know what? Me. I'm gonna be such a good boy. You get to go first.
I was going to say I
so-
get to go first. I was.
So let's
gonna say
okay. So let's say this. Since you want me to be the ref, I can definitely be able to referee that kind of shit. But when it comes to any anime shit, I'm gonna need somebody else here to fucking help me out.
All right. Do we need to ring announce this?
Go for it, Buffer.
We also need a ring girl.
That'll be Raster.
Raster, ring girl.
Fight, bitches.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Ball Busters in sunny Kansas, wherever the fuck this is, we have the anime fight of the evening. In the top corner, from the tiny chair, from the gayest room on earth, Dermy Wormy.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And in the middle corner, all the way from the Renaissance Nerd Podcast, Old Adam.
He slimed me.
Right. I'm old. I know
For the
more shit than he
thousands in
does.
attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to bitch fight!
Let's do this.
All right, come on. All right, now, my esteemed ball-busted colleague over here wants you to think that the first iteration of Full Metal Alchemist, the first adaptation, the anime done 23 odd years ago, he wants you to think that an anime that literally the creator was not involved with after basically a third of the way through can be used and integrated to this S-rank work of art, this masterpiece, literally almost 99% moment by moment perfect adaptation of the manga, leaving out only two little things that my tiny chaired friend, two, whatever the third one is, you've pulled it out of your stinky ass back taco. Now, he thinks that he's going to say they can be seamlessly integrated, but he is fundamentally wrong, because when you take the episodes that he's going to want to pull from FMA and try to slot them into FMB, those episodes do not work because they have information that either doesn't matter or doesn't rightly line up with stuff that's already been introduced here, because the FMA version has a lot of things out of order. And one episode in particular gets neatly discussed in a beautiful 2-odd-minute flashback surrounding the character of Yoki. He's going to probably tell us that that whole episode needs to be shown. But no, it doesn't. Even though it was in the manga, they took it out because the creator involved heavily with the second adaptation said, probably don't need this. 2-minute flashback, fine. The other things, they don't actually add to the story at this point. So you cannot take stuff that has faulty information and cleanly slot it into a work of art. Go ahead, your turn.
Well, you got to my point, Yoki. That's my main point. But
Okay, sorry.
that's one of my main points, knowing Yoki. But considering that's also chapter 3 of the manga, that is also only episode 9 of Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, you can watch it and go back to Brotherhood. Yes, very easily. I've done it multiple times. And also it does tell a story of Yoki, and it does assist in Yoki's story, which is a form of a redemption arc. Even though he is sort of the comedy side relief character, he does have a redemption storyline. He is maybe a secondary character all throughout the thing. but he ends up getting a nice little photo op at the very end showing where he ended up. So yes, Yoki giving his introduction, showing how slimy he truly was. It's kind of important to Yoki's whole storyline, not just a 2-minute little thing, but like actually showing what he did and forcing kids to work for him and then giving them very little money, but simultaneously raising all the taxes in that town. Man, that kind of shows just how slimy and scummy he truly was, leading all the way up to him, fighting envy, assisting in the fight with envy. That's kind of a nice little moment.
Pride.
Was it pride? I thought it was envy.
Pride.
But he assists in one of them, so don't.
It's minus 3 points for Jeremy.
But
Pride.
shut the fuck up.
Can't even get that right, can you?
Are you really? Well, it's actually important to see this stuff. It's actually important to actually deal with this stuff and not just have, exposition dumps.
No. We are not playing clips. No,
I'm not playing
no.
a clip. I'm not playing a clip. I'm telling you how it goes. I'm not even doing any clips here.
All right. I thought you were leading to playing clips. I apologize.
Nope. I'm laying it out plain as day. Having these moments that you actually interact and see is a whole lot better than just a dumb 2-minute clip, which is 36 episodes in to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Because he's not relevant until then.
in Full Metal Alchemist, it was not. It was the 9th episode. It was chapter 3 of the manga.
Chapter 3 and let me speak. I want to say her name right. Excuse me. I want to pronounce
it's
her
Yoki
name right.
Something. Yoki.
No, her name. You idiot. The author. The mangaka.
W or Y?
I had it up here a second ago. Hiromu Arakawa, because Hiromu Arakawa, the creator, decided, working very closely with the director of the whole series, FMB, moment for moment, decided didn't need the whole 9 episode because it's a waste of time. It's filler. Even though it's chapter 3, which she wrote way early in the whole thing, by the time she gets to the end, because she was literally working on the end of the manga as FMB was being produced. And she was working very closely so they could line it all up and have all the releases at the exact same time. Therefore, she made sure what was necessary and what wasn't. So a whole episode of Yoki in the Mines was unnecessary by the creator's decision, working with the director of the show. So if they take it out and give us the recap of what a piece of crap he was, that's all you need.
At the same time, she worked directly with the original series.
No, she did not. She only worked on that for the first third of it, and then she left, and they went off the rails. And they even went off the rails.
The Yoki episode is episode 9. That is a part of the first third.
And she course corrected with FMB, saying, "We don't need this. Why are we going to waste an entire episode?" Because she was.
It is still an episode that you can still interact with.
It was still an episode. 9 episodes in, completely out of order at that point. She had everything, and that's part of the fatal flaw of Full Metal Alchemist. It's out of order. They get the Marco stuff out of order. They screw up the Shao Tucker stuff completely, and then they chop it all up, and they right away, before they even get to the infamous Laboratory 5 version of FMA, they botch Scar early on. They botch everything. They have Mustang kill Winry's parents in FMA, and it tells you that stuff early on. And it's all connected in the weird flashback versions that they do in FMA, as opposed to FMB, where the flashbacks are cleanly done, ordered exactly as they are in the manga. So you don't need the integrated stuff that FMA is going to try and put on you. So the Yoki episode, which I'm surprised that I knew you were going to go there. I'm surprised that you're hinging your entire argument on episode 9 of a chapter 3. That is completely unnecessary because they give you the bare essential details. You do not need the flavor coloring of Yoki's story from the mind because it takes away. And yes, the very first episode of FMB is an original version that does not exist in the manga, but it serves the purpose of introducing everybody that is necessary and some of the main story points right away so that then you don't need stupid episodes like the train episode, which I know that's another one of your little things up your sleeve. That's a completely worthless filler arc episode that does nothing. In the manga, it serves to introduce Mustang, but Mustang is introduced in episode 1, the redone version of FMB, making it completely worthless and pointless. Because you can't have Mustang. It doesn't introduce anything.
You can still have the train fight episode come in. Yes, you can, because it doesn't just introduce Mustang. It introduces his entire team.
For the last 3 minutes, you're just going to cut it off right there and slip over? Where are you going to slot it in properly the way FMB is organized? Where does it fit in? Because FMB follows every scene perfectly. There's no holes.
Yes, there is. There's even moments. There's whole moments from FMB that are not in. There's whole moments from the manga that aren't even in FMB. There's whole moments.
There's
the fight between.
There's 2.5 moments from the manga that do not make it into FMB.
No.
Oh, come on, bring it.
Lust,
come on.
Lust Gluttony versus what's his name's partner, where she loses the arm. That's an actual fight in the manga. They actually show the full fight. They don't show you the full fight in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Because they were focused on the Ed Laboratory fight. That's why.
That fight wasn't going on at that time.
All right. Wait. Wait. Laboratory 5.
This isn't Laboratory 5. This is
you just said Laboratory 5.
No, I didn't.
Check.
I said Gluttony.
Laboratory 5. Oh God!
I said Gluttony.
I'm gonna need somebody else to interject on that one.
I said Gluttony and Lust, and it's.
I'm doing my best to follow, but a lot's going over my head.
Whose name is escaping me, but he becomes one of the greeds.
One of the greeds? There's only 2 greeds, and in FMA they only have the 1 greed. They never go.
I'm talking about FM. I'm talking about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood right now. I'm talking about Brotherhood. Chinese Prince.
Yeah.
Hey, also, chat. If any of these controversies come up, I'm gonna need your help. Also, please let us know.
Yeah. No. The Lee fight. That's a Wait a minute.
No. Will you stop? His female partner. Will you follow me before you start jumping over me?
I'd love you if you made sense. I could follow you.
I am trying to.
I will interject, Adam. Let the Dermy talk.
Okay.
His female cohort, the person that's there to help protect him, she does a fight with Gluttony and Lust. It is a full fight in the manga. They cut the entire fight out.
Not the entire fight.
A Brotherhood. They only show you the beginning and the very end. They don't show you the fight.
Because they were focusing on Ed and Al fighting Scar and Winry coming up on them, learning about the truth that Scar killed her parents, which is a much more emotional, necessary thing than watching the fight between, I can't remember her name either. I apologize for that. Watching that fight. It's called properly storyboarding something, Dermy. And knowing what's important.
It's also called changing the story.
That's not changing the story. No, it's
taking away from the whole story.
It's not cutting a part
You're
of the fight
taking
scene
away parts. My whole argument is
your whole argument is that you have to add in things that are unnecessary. That is an unnecessary part of the fight scene because the more important
she made it? She made it in the manga. Why did she put it in the manga? If it's so unnecessary, why put it in to begin with? That becomes the ultimate question. One of your ultimate arguments in everything is always accuracy.
Canon is king.
And giving respect to the source material. I will say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood gives respect to the source material, but then why not? You put all this stuff in the manga, just put it into here. Okay, well, if you want it here, if you want the accuracy
to do it.
If you want the accuracy, you can interject the Full Metal Alchemist storylines, which are manga accurate, into Brotherhood. You can watch them. You can interact with them.
Because the way they lined it up, it does not line up. The train
you can do this.
Well, no, you can't. It falls apart. The narrative falls apart, Dermy. They orchestrated the narrative of FMB to follow the manga. And way they lined it up, taking out those certain things, trying to fit them back in there, destroys the clear narrative. The mine episode is not a necessary narrative other than Floki is a piece of shit and you get in a flashback. The train thing is basically filler in the end. It's basically filler that adds nothing to the story, but in the train one to introduce Mustang at the very end. Other than that, it's filler. It doesn't
matter. The train also introduces Mustang's entire crew and why he's such a
and they did that in episode 1. They did that in episode 1 of the FMB.
They didn't show how much of a badass they were in episode 1. They just existed.
No, they showed everybody being a badass in episode 1. What are you talking about?
Not his
Everybody
whole
has a
crew.
moment.
Not his whole crew. Not the same level of the train fight.
It doesn't matter. The train fight is irrelevant because it doesn't showcase the actual story. It's a filler episode, essentially. That's why our I can't say her name again. Fuck, what was it?
Arakawa.
Arakawa. That's why she cut it out. Probably. That's what she said. You guys don't need this. It doesn't fuel the main storyline. And I want you to go from the introduction that we're going to create, especially for this, so we can jumpstart this and then get to the flashbacks, get to Lior, and then get right back to Central where all the shit goes down. We don't need a bunch of interfering filler episodes, which is what Full Metal Alchemist has.
Also,
And
the
they
train fight. The train fight is also in the manga.
Real quick, so we
Thank
don't
you, Jonathan
lose
Davis.
this. Gotta show some love to Jonathan Davis. Thank you very much for the $20. I'm sure on your end, Dermy, you can see the message. These guys are not drinking right now. They're trying to keep their heads clear for the bitch fight that they're having right now. But I will cheers to you, Jonathan Davis. Thank you very much for $20.
Take a shot, Adam. Soldier Spirit, because my God, you're gonna need it to get through this. That's what Jonathan Davis says.
Oh God, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, but your whole purpose in this is to try and tell me you can take stuff that the creator told them to take out and reslot.
You don't know that she told him
in.
to take it out either.
I just read an article before this that she said she worked directly closely with the director of the series to make sure
But
everything
that doesn't
lined
say.
up.
But that doesn't say that she said take it out. That says, hey, maybe we have to skip it for certain reasons. That doesn't mean I'm removing it.
To me,
If
that
it
means
was,
the creator signed off on it, said unnecessary to the
she
story.
signed off in my argument too, in Full Metal Alchemist.
And she was
signed
barely
off on
done
those.
with the whole thing at that point.
She
So she thought,
she
I'm
worked
just
a third
lucky
of the
to
way
get
through
the push
Full
on it,
Metal
probably.
Alchemist. You can still line those up. My
You
argument
can't
is always manga
tell me where you
argument.
can line it up. Tell me where you can line it up that it doesn't break the narrative of FMB completely. Tell me exactly. Tell me.
Just
I got
watch
the episode
it.
list right. No, don't just watch it. I have the episode lists right here. Tell me.
You can just
No,
watch
you
it.
can't just watch
Yes,
it.
you can.
You cannot. How can you watch Full Metal Alchemist and then watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? How?
You can be
Tell
watching
me.
Brotherhood and then insert them when you think
Where?
is right.
I'm telling
at
you
the
to tell me
beginning,
where.
because
No,
that's
not
when
at
they
the
were.
beginning.
Yes, you
It's not at
can.
the beginning. No,
Yes.
it doesn't. No.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
the narratives
Music
don't
for
line
this.
up. The narrative
Quite
does not
clearly.
line up
You
with the way they
can watch
structured
them at
FMB.
the beginning.
See, I got your whiny screaming. I got your
I'm-
whiny screaming.
You're whiny screaming too.
No, I'm just yelling. I'm not
You're not
whiny
doing-
screaming. You have gone up a pitch or two because I backed you into a corner because your only argument is you can slot them in, not that it works. In your perspective, you can slot them in. It doesn't fit with the way they've structured it.
You
Do
can
not
slot them
understand
in.
that.
You can interact
You have to
with
head-
them.
you have to
They
head
belong
canon your
in the
way
story.
through it.
If they are so unimportant, why
Where?
put them in the first one? Why
Where?
write a chapter about them? Why
Because
do
you can't
anything with them?
Creatively, a creator can change their mind and realize that something they did earlier is irrelevant and retcon it.
They're
That's
not
what can
retconned,
happen.
though. They're
They
not
are
retconned.
retcon.
They
The train
still
is
exist.
retcon. It's gone. It's not an FMB. It's not remotely referenced in FMB. And the whole
It's not
Yoki thing-
referenced in FMB now. When you're sitting here saying that the Yoki episode, hey, it's a 2-minute exposition.
But they
It is
did it.
still there.
They did
You can
no, the train
still
isn't
watch
there.
this episode. You
The
could have put it
train
in perfectly.
Isn't there? Where can the train be fit in? Tell me, because if you watch the train episode, there are specific orders going on. There are certain things are slotted in that do not happen in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Lines and direct character interactions there that do not happen. How can you slot it in when it doesn't line up with character interactions
Watch it
that happen?
at the beginning.
No, you don't watch it at the
Yes,
beginning
because
then
that
it
is
doesn't
also
start
the
right.
train. The train storyline is chapter 4. Or is it 6? 5?
I like that we
Chapter
have
4.
we actually have people in the chat watching this. Like, this is great.
It's quite literally chapter 4. Like these are.
Yes.
This is volume 1.
Yes, and
storyline.
it doesn't matter because it's gone from FMB. It was irrelevant. It was filler because they accomplished what they needed to do to introduce Mustang and all the other high-ranked characters. And sorry, Yoki. Yoki's like D level, dude. He ain't second tier. He's like low 4th tier.
I was saying he's like a
no.
second class.
You said
character.
second
He's not
tier. You said second tier.
second tier. Like you have your first tiers, which are like your scars, all those guys.
You have your main
Then you have, like,
characters, then you have supporting
your
characters,
side
then you have
characters.
Yoki, who is way below on that. Who's way below on that.
Yoki becomes a part of the whole story.
Yes,
he
but
interacts
he's
with almost
not-
everybody.
yeah, but he's not second tier. He's below second tier. He's not
He might be
second
third tier, but he's not.
I'll give
I
you
was meaning
third
like
tier,
he's a
but
side
he's not second tier.
character.
Yeah, but he's a lower side character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's higher than like a normal side. Like here's your normal side characters. He's like maybe one rung
No, he's
down
in
from
the
there.
story, but he's not second tier. He's not like
He assists with the whole crew. He assists with the whole finals plan. He becomes a part of the team.
He comes out of nowhere to knock Pride out with the car. And
He
that's the last.
assists, and they thought he was so important that at the end of the show, when they're doing the
they
whole
get-
photo
they make him
thing,
so he's part
they
of the
give him a
circus.
photo.
Yay! He's not second tier. He's
He
not
becomes
second
a
tier.
part of the crew. Okay,
He's
let's
not
not
second
just show
tier.
how slimy he is. Why don't we not just go look at that? My whole position is, hey, these are two parts of a story. You can easily cut off Full Metal
You
Alchemist.
cannot cut
It
it
doesn't
off.
become relevant. She worked on it. It is a part of her story.
She took it out. She had them take it out for FMB. It was unnecessary. It's filler because you had 2 minutes to encompass what was important from it. That he was a slime ball that destroyed a town. That's all you needed.
They go
you don't need
back
to, spend
to that town
23
too.
minutes
They
watching
also go
him be a
back to
slime
that
ball.
town. They go back to that town.
No, that's a different
Later-
town they go back to. That's not the same
No,
town.
there's
He
another
just says,
team-
I
there's a-
worked in a mine. I know how to go through this. I can read this
They're
map. That's a
talking
different
about.
town.
I'm talking about. I think it's Xiaoming. She goes to the mining town. She has an interaction with members of the mining town.
What do you
Damn it, I want some of that chow mein.
Yeah, she does.
When?
What episode was it?
When?
Xiaoming. They return to Yoel mining town.
Who? Who's they? They go to one mining town.
Xiaoming goes to Yoel mining town and helps them with their crops. And one of the guys ends up.
What?
Yes, this happens.
What crops? What are you talking about? They go to one mining town, and that's during the trying to separate. That's during the whole up in the North arc.
Mining town.
When
Full
Kimberly's
Metal
trying to capture
Alchemist.
them all.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah,
Because
got
they
it
go
right
here. I was researching all this.
I know I'm the rep, but I do want to clarify. You are talking about one of them China cartoons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them communicate things from the Oriental.
Chinese or Japanese?
It's the one that got them slanty eyes.
Got the slanty eyes or the angry eyes?
Envoy from the East, chapter 32 of the manga. Oh, it's the manga, it wasn't the show. Never mind. But yeah, they go back to in the manga. Why did they talk about it here?
That's all I hear. I don't hear coherency. I hear because irrelevant. Do you understand things that
Okay,
a creator can
this
go
is-
back and say something? I consider it filler. We're going to remove it so that the actual story flows. You don't need every little piece. That's why you could go back and look at all my commentary on getting close to source material. I always say 1 for 1 is impossible. Get as close as you can as possible.
Yeah, and my argument is always I want it as 1 for 1 as humanly possible.
And that's what I've always said. So you can't tell me that I make my argument. I want everything accurate.
But you
as
are
accurate as
destroying your own
possible.
argument.
I am
because
not
you say
destroying my
I
own
want it as
argument.
1 for 1 as possible. I want
No,
source
I said
material
as
adapted
close.
correctly.
As
But at the
close.
same
You can
time, they're
take
not
things out
adapting it
that are
correctly here.
filler.
They're cutting stuff
Filler.
out.
They're cutting unnecessary
stuff out
information
from the manga.
and with the allowance of the creator, who could go back and say this is filler
Who
bullshit.
put it in the original storyline?
And she can change your mind, Dermy. You may not have
My
created anything in
argument
your
is
life,
you
but
can-
creators, we change our minds and go back and change things sometimes. It's called retconning, removing useless information that we realize, wow, I don't know why I did that. That didn't serve the story at all. But Yoki, who was, as we agreed upon, at least a mid-tier character, had a role to play. So they gave him his flashback recap when he was introduced, and then you can go forward without wasting 23 minutes in a worthless episode that serves nothing but to bore people.
23 minutes that serves everything that it needs to do to properly show you just how scummy Yoki is.
We
and
know
his
he's
redemption
scummy.
story. You
We
don't
tell-
know
we
how
tell- we-
scummy he is.
It doesn't matter. We know he's scummy. We know he was a shit. We know he ruined a town, and Ed and Al busted him. The essentials. That is the problem of filler. You don't need extra stuff. Get to the point. They got to the point. They told us that what he was and what he did.
One of the ultimate problems with your argument here, though, is you're calling it filler. You're calling it filler. Filler is stuff that wasn't in the manga.
They took it out because it was designated basically filler, unnecessary.
But it's not filler. It was good enough for the manga. She wrote it originally. She put it in the
changed her mind
first
when it came to
series.
FNB.
This time she took it out. I say, hey, let's watch it. Let's interact with it because it is still a part of the story.
It doesn't add anything to the story.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It quite literally, it adds Yoki for fuck's sake.
You don't need. You get him. You get him.
You don't get him the right way.
You don't need it. It's pointless. It's extra time spent watching a side adventure that in the end is inconsequential except to introduce Yogi as a shithead. And we get Yogi as a shithead because we get his backstory. I see you keep coming back to this because you've hinged your whole argument on this. That's why you're not letting it go. You take this out, your argument falls apart.
My problem here is it's a part of the original story.
Okay.
It's called retconning.
So,
that's a swear word. Exactly.
So not joking here. I am curious at this point because I do want context. I actually would like to try to help out being a legit judge here. Please explain, Dermy. I'll let you explain the importance of this character that apparently got retconned out of this show.
He didn't even know how he was important by hitting Pride.
I'll give you 2 minutes to explain the importance of this character and why it should not have been retconned.
And I will mute myself so I don't interrupt.
He's an extremely scummy character. Just downright awful character at the beginning. When you are first met to him, he is basically torturing children. He is making kids work in a mine for shit wages and then taxing the city that he's at. Well, city, town, whatever. That whole whatever. He's taxing this place just high levels, taking people's money, making them live in poverty, and then becoming richer and richer and acting like he's better than everybody. He's a scumbag. The main characters come to town. They free the citizens who, by the way, hate alchemy at this time. They hate everything else. They are pissed off. They hate the government. This dude was a part of the military. And Ed and Al stop him, turn him in. He drops out of the military. When we are introduced to him later, he's now kind of homeless. He's still scummy. He's still sleazy. But he ends up interacting with the teams. He ends up interacting with everybody. He then changes. He becomes a good guy. He helps out Scar, one of the main rivals.
Scar makes him work for him.
He helps out Scar.
He
chooses to help out Scar.
Scar
You said you weren't
going
going to interrupt me, by the way. He chooses to help out Scar as well. He actively assists by being Scar's servant and saying that he is Scar's servant. He assists.
Okay. Let me ask this in the manga, if this character Scar had not had that character's influence, would the story be drastically different?
No, because Scar could have grabbed anybody to take that place. He used Yoki as bait on a train. He used him as bait.
Do you disagree, Dermy?
Part of the story. He becomes a part of the story essentially.
I didn't say he's not essential. I'm just saying back to that. He's not
is it a massive important change to the story?
It changes. I
That
don't know
moment,
how
no,
massive it would end up being.
Any
But
character could have been grabbed by Scar to be bait. Yoki's importance comes way later when his most pivotal moment is when he makes the choice to interfere in the Pride fight with Hohenheim.
Because that is the end of his redemption story, where we have watched him become a good
okay,
guy.
You are building up Yoki into some sort of massive redemption story. You have raised his profile way higher than it is.
Redemption story doesn't need to be
shut
a
up
massive
and let me
redemption
speak now.
story.
I gave
Doesn't
you 2
need to be
minutes.
for
Shut
some
up.
major
I
character.
gave you 2 minutes. Shut up.
All right.
Oh,
I'm telling you both.
nice.
Into your corners.
Get it.
Team fight.
I would like to highlight real quick. JB says my point is retconning. Retconning is changing the story. Adam said it was retconning. Maybe you guys can elaborate on that for him.
All right. Retconning. Sometimes this retconning is, I agree, a dirty word, but appropriately used to not completely destroy a story, it's fine. It's used sometimes to fix an error you may have made at one point as a creator. It's not a complete. Modern Hollywood used improperly.
Yeah.
Real creators
Well,
we can go back and change our shit where it doesn't destroy the story.
I'll say this. That's the reason why I allowed that entire point. I want Dermy to make his point on if it was really serious. I'm sorry, Dermy, you didn't convince me. It doesn't sound like that was a significant change. It doesn't sound like it mattered.
Now, to the referee, to answer your question on my end, I don't remember what episode it is, but when
36.
Yoki is introduced, 36, okay, 36. When Yoki is first introduced later on, we see him at his lowest after the events of the episode that Dermy is so wedded to. We get about a 2-minute flashback from him monologuing about what happened in the town. Yes, we don't hear about the enslaved children, blah, 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 but we hear about his overall bad acts ruining the town, and we know that Ed and Al destroyed him, and he holds a grudge, and his life has been shit, one bad experience after another, including entering the Armstrong mansion and getting the shit kicked out of him, and he is now at the lowest of his low, and then he gets wrapped up in the events of the other characters, which then puts him into the main event, but he is not some high levels. Dermy's making to some super redemption arc. He just goes along. Sorry. He goes along regretfully for most of it. And at the very end, finds some courage at the last moment to save somebody from the deadliest homunculus in the show. Although Wrath could be considered Wrath and Pride. It's a toss-up. You have to decide how that works. But that's it. You get all of that in a 2-minute recap without wasting 23 minutes of the 64 episodes they only had to work with to do this. So it's an unnecessary filler episode that is boiled down to its important points to the character, which is the accurate. That's why this is so good, because it's 99% accurate to the manga.
About
and
90%.
Therefore you 99%, because I give you the fact that 99%. Taking
90%.
out 2 episodes doesn't relevant.
They've changed entire. You can look it up. They've changed entire way.
What they
people
took out? They
meanings.
took out a couple fights here and there.
They took
That's
out
your-
fights.
that's
They
your
took
argument?
out context. They changed. A
Oh
decent
well,
amount.
what? Oh, are you gonna throw out the Barry argument now? Barry, who doesn't appear in the manga until Laboratory
We're not
5.
even
He never
throwing out
kidnaps
Barry. I
Ridley.
was reading up on this recently. They changed entire things. Context
what?
was changed in entire arguments.
Give me the list. Give me the list.
Let me look it up real quick.
Give me the list. This is your trump card, huh? Bring it out.
Oh no, my trump card is your own words of you like accuracy, but apparently you
Oh,
don't.
that was your trump card?
That is my
Because
trump
that's
card because
bullshit.
I'm very shocked that me trying to argue for accuracy,
No,
trying to be
I've
as close
never
to a
said
one-for-one adaptation as
ever.
possible.
I've said respect the canon, respect the source material. Give me something
You
as
have
close
said
as
one for
one.
one.
I have never said.
You have said
Mustang,
you wanted one-for-one
Mustang, are you still in the
adaptations
chat?
before.
Mustang can
You have
corroborate
said
this.
you wanted one-for-one adaptations
Never,
before.
I have never said 1-for-1. I've always said as close to 1-for-1 because I know getting 1-to-1 is impossible. Mustang, if you're still here, please. Mustang will
I
corroborate
want as
that.
close to 1-for-1 as possible. I'm arguing to get us as close to 1-for-1 as
And
possible,
you
and
can't
you're
get there with what
Yes,
you're
you
putting in
can.
there. No, you
You
can't because
literally
it
can.
destroys
You
the
have
flow of
both
the actual good
versions.
show. It destroys the narrative flow if you slot in things that then have no relevancy later on. They structured this in a specific way. You can't
between
slot
manga and
To be fair, and again, I'm not trying to actually really shit on you, Dermy. I'm being totally honest. I absolutely agree with that. Anytime you got print media gets adapted to the screen, it's gonna have to fucking change.
I want it as close to accurate as
And that's
humanly
what I
possible.
always say too. I
But
always
you
say
have
that. I've
entire
never said 1-to-1.
storylines in context that they have changed.
Where?
10 differences between the manga and.
Then tell me.
Give me a moment. Pre-introduction, censorship. Al's outtake. I read this. Where did I fucking find this? Alpha encounters the Greeks.
2 hours
The
later.
hand that breaks the camel.
God damn! This is the most useless sissy fight I've ever seen in my life.
2 hours
I mean,
later.
I have my stuff prepared. Why don't you have this ready to go? If this was so important to your argument, why don't you have it ready to go?
Because it really
hours
wasn't important to
later.
my argument. This is just supplemental that I
Well,
didn't
that
think I
means
was
the
in
rest of
time
your
to bring
argument is
up.
falling apart. The rest of your argument
It's
is
because
really
it's
falling
Derm.
apart
He's retarded.
2 hours later.
Are we? Is the argument here which one is better, essentially, 2003 or 2005?
Jeez, True Pop coming in booming. Holy fuck, dude.
Your
Dial it
gain is
back.
pretty loud,
Welcome,
bud.
True Pop. No, the argument is
Alright.
that Dermy says you can take parts of Full Metal Alchemist and slot it into Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and enjoy them, but they're
For the entire
needed
story.
together. You don't need what's there because this is S rank all on its own. It doesn't need Full Metal Alchemist to be S rank. It
Okay.
stands completely on its own because it is 99% accurate to the manga.
I mean, you could always watch both.
That has been my
No,
argument.
you can't. Because Full Metal Alchemist butchers the story. First of all, famously butchers the story after episode. Wait, I have it right here. After episode. I mean, it takes Full Metal Alchemist 19. No shit, that's the wrong list. It takes it. It takes it 19 episodes to get to where Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood does it in 8. And they have filler. It's filled with filler that doesn't happen in the manga, and it puts things all out of order, and it adds things in character action and character histories that don't exist in the manga. So he wants to take out 2 episodes and a partial of something else and slot that in there, saying you can do that, but way it's structured, it doesn't work with the way they formatted and put together the more accurate, the universally hailed, more accurate version.
Well, after I watched like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I was like, okay, this is absolutely fantastic. I want more. And then you find out about the 2003 version, and it's just sometimes it's weird as well. Like anime watchers keep pretending, oh no, watch 2003 first. No, watch Brotherhood first. Blah, blah, blah. I was just interested to watching the 2003 version because it had more episodes, supposedly. Like, I just treated it like, oh, so there's extra scenes, essentially. But if you want to, real extra content, I suppose you just read the manga. So it's just...
Well, what happens
Hold
is...
up, Adam, real quick. So True Pop, if you hadn't, like, no, this is actually like this is a fight. This is a cage fight between these two right now. But I will say, since you actually know what you're talking about, they asked me to be a referee, and I know nothing about any fucking anime. All I'm being is supplemental as best I fucking can. But since you actually know what you're talking about, you are going to be my co-ref, okay?
All right, here's the thing, though. Full Metal Alchemist 2001 version falls apart literally at episode 2003. Whatever. You weren't even alive yet, were you? All right.
Yes, I was.
All right, we're still shitting in a diaper then, okay? Like you are now.
Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, you are right now too because you're senile.
No, I'm well aged and well veteran. Now, here's the thing: the Full Metal Alchemist falls apart literally around episode 15, 16. As soon as it already falls apart in episode 15 when they change the backstory of how Winry's parents die. They have Mustang kill her parents, knock Scar
I'm saying
like it
you
happens.
don't need to get there.
No, but it doesn't. But if you try to say you can watch this stuff, they already butcher the characters going into these other extra episodes you want to put in there, or it's the unnecessary watching of the whole Yoki thing. But you don't need the train. And what else are you going to slot in there? What else?
I mean,
you were going like this before with the third one. What's your third one?
Technically, the third one is the Alchemist exam. It's not as important, but
The
that is
Alchemist
still a
exam
thing in the
doesn't happen in the
manga.
manga. I looked it
That
up.
does. Yes, it does. It happens in the manga. It's
The
not a
fight
very
happens?
long thing. Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that.
It's not super long. That's why my point there wasn't super important because it's
But
like
then
a few panels.
Yeah, but they talk about he passes and then he gets his name. Although they give him his name way out of order in Full Metal Alchemist instead of FMB, where they get it in his right order. The problem is Full Metal Alchemist is a waste of time because it falls apart. And those 2 episodes
You don't need to go after a certain point, though. That's always been my argument. You just need to put these in there and interact
Your argument
with it.
is a waste of time because the episodes are a waste of time because they don't fit with the way this is structured. If there was a clean hole, and I know you have a problem finding a clean hole. If there was a clean hole that you could get in there, slot them in there, then I would say fine, but there isn't because everything is tightly woven together. There's no room for the train
All right,
episode.
I'm about to say-
There's no room for the mining episode. You can't
Refs,
go.
I won't.
Okay, time out, Raster.
I want 10 points added to Adam for that. The clean hole joke. That was.
I approve of this.
That was smooth. Yeah.
I also, I'd like to.
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain. You know,
I'd like to highlight the chat. Mighty Wolf says Dermy is manifesting.
Yep.
Look, I'm just trying to keep the audience engaged. That's all I'm trying to do.
And Tina Bojan sounds like someone is not getting enough love from their mommy and turned to a medium that won't love them back.
The equivalent exchange on this
I'm
shit
going to
is
say it's
clear.
probably a shot at me. Okay, Tina, thank you.
I assume that was for Dermy.
Well,
No, because I call
Maybe both.
Tina is our internet mom, and I never want to upset her. I love her to death. What does Megaloid say here? This comes down to whether or not you agree with the recommendation to watch it in Dermy's perception or not, right? Yeah, basically.
We're not going to. We know we're not going to convince the other person here. It's on the panel to see whether or not who made the stronger argument, in the chat whether or not you guys agree with us. We are not going to convince each other. We know this.
No, because I will always watch it this way.
And I will always tell you you're full of shit for doing it, and you're wasting your
I
time.
will always tell you that you're stupid for not doing it because I want the full fucking story. I like it. This is why I end up reading the manga
and upside down.
Full story, because when you
don't,
get
you
to
end up
the
skipping
later
stuff.
episodes, where does the train matter in the later episodes? Tell me, where do the events on the train matter when you
The
get?
train doesn't matter in later episodes. It matters in early episodes. It properly introduces Mustang's entire crew.
We get Mustang's entire crew introduced properly through the episodes in this and all their badassery.
Not soon enough. You don't even see how badass they are for a while. You immediately get to see how badass they are. They go to take out the terrorists.
And how does that service everything?
It helps. It helps out Mustang's crew. It just shows you how badass they
get
are
all
right
of
away.
it right here in its proper order in the show. You don't need it.
But it's not in its proper order because
they took it out.
The train episodes of chapter 4.
They don't need it. You got the original introduction anime episode that introduces everybody in their proper badass order.
Introduction in the manga. So you can't say this is the original introduction of these characters because it wasn't
I didn't
the
say
original
it was.
introduction.
I said it's done better. It's done proper. It's not wasting time with villains and shit that doesn't matter. Just to introduce Mustang's crew who get all the limelight that they need throughout this.
But
They
you
are
get
all
to
introducing
show
all their,
off how
their
strong
great.
they are at the
And
beginning
it gets
when
shown
they're
off
at their
anyway.
prime.
It gets shown off anyway in the first
Later.
episode and in the proper order after that. You don't need to waste your time in an episode that has no connection. The beautiful thing about everything done in this is that every episode matters to the main storyline and the main character developments. Removing what has essentially become a filler chapter and a filler episode.
You can't call them a filler chapter or a filler episode if they're from the manga. You
But
cannot
it's essentially
call them that.
become that. I said it's
But
essentially
they're
become
not.
that because
They're
you can
still
watch this
not.
and you
They were
you
in the
lose
manga.
nothing.
They were in the original
you
story.
lose nothing by not
They
seeing
are
it. You
canon
don't get anything.
stories.
It's
They are
not,
a part of the original
you get as
story.
close to one as possible. And if you have to take out something that is not adding to the overall story in order to get the character developments you need, then it still works. And the train taking out works. Not watching Floki torture children works. You can't argue at. This is celebrated. FMA is not as celebrated as FMB. You know this. You are the only person I've ever heard that says you need to put them together to make it an S-rank unit.
I'm not the only person. I've heard many people say this.
I've heard many people
Yellow
never
Flash
say
actually argue this before.
Well, then I'll argue with Yellow Flash too. I don't give a fuck.
Yellow Flash has argued this exact point that I'm arguing.
And I will say the same exact
adaptations as close to humanly possible.
And this is as close to humanly possible by removing things that are unnecessary and
Full
drag
Metal
down the
Alchemist
story.
adds stuff, adds information from the manga.
Real quick, refs. Can we move on to the next anime topic because I feel like we're beating a dead horse.
I was about to interject and ask: do you have more topics? Or is this
No, this is only this is his whole argument that these two episodes need to be slotted in. That's his whole argument.
Is there any other anime that you guys disagree on?
Is this really? Is this it? Just this one thing?
No,
Yeah.
I had other topics planned to pull up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
since
so
we're-
let's move on to the next one.
I agree. I agree right here. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Okay, so I agree. We're an hour 10 minutes in. I think this is a good time. My ruling is at this point, each of you get 2 minutes, and I do have a counter here ready to go. 2 minutes for your final argument. Adam.
No, I went first before Dermy.
I was about to. Yeah. Adam, since you went first on beginning, Dermy, you get to give your first final argument and go.
If you want as close to 1-for-1 story as possible, getting information from the manga, exactly from the manga, trying to help piece together just certain little things. It's supplemental, if at best. This helps an already great story. I will say that Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is a great story. I say you can add these in. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You just watch them at the beginning, introduces some characters, show them off how they were shown off in the manga, gives further context to Yoki, and that's about it. And apparently I'm a devil for thinking this. So there.
Okay, well, you have another minute and 10 seconds.
That's pretty much fine. That's always been my argument. You can do this. It's fine.
Can I go?
Okay. Let me reset the counter. And other Adam, you get 2 minutes and begin.
Dermy makes a valid point. Get something as close as you can, as close to one as possible. You get as close as you can. You take out things that are supplemental and do not add anything in the end to the overall story. Taking out, for example, as he put, the Yoki thing. We get that. We get it in a flashback. You don't get all the gritty details that Dermy seems wedded to that he believes is necessary, but you get it. It's there. The train thing, Dermy hinges that on seeing Mustang's crew be badass. Mustang's crew are badass from episode 1 and beyond. You don't need a train episode, even though it was chapter 4, to be the cementing factor in that. You get all their, it takes nothing away from all their key awesome moments going forward. It doesn't add anything. And therefore, if something is, as he just admitted in his closing statement, if it's supplementary, if it doesn't add to the main storyline, the main character developments, the main character interactions, the main character stories, then if you're trying to get as close to 1-to-1 and you have to take some things out to save time, you take something out that's unnecessary, like these 2 episodes he has referenced, these 2 moments he has referenced, some slightly altered fight scenes he has referenced in order to make sure that the actual really more important character moments, like Ed and Al versus Scar and Central, while Prince Lee and his crew are taking on Wrath, Gluttony, and Lust. You take that stuff out, you get a focus on what's really important instead of extraneous waste of time fight scenes. That's coming from a major fight scene lover. The choreography in this show is brilliant, but you know what? I don't need every little bit of it because I'm here for the characters and the story. And if something is supplemental, if it doesn't need it, if it doesn't add it, then we can take it out. I'm done.
Big ass titties.
Big ass titties.
All right.
That was
to the judges' decisions.
I do believe that I am simply the ref. I'm not the judge. I believe that this is I did see that chat that Dermy did put a ruling on the chat. Or not for them to be ruling, but I think we can go around the board here, and I think everyone should chime in. Does somebody have pen and paper ready? Somebody's got to keep score of this.
I did not plan for that part. Do I have a pen?
I've got a notepad going here.
Microsoft Word or something if you guys have it or something.
Okay, okay, go ahead. Starting True Pop. Who's your vote? Dermy or Adam?
That's a hard one. Do I have a third choice? All right, so
me.
I understand both arguments here, but once I finished Full Metal Brotherhood, it always seemed to me like there's a certain. I was looking like a painting of a puzzle piece, essentially, like one that's beautifully structured and whatnot. But there's always like this one little piece missing in the corner, and that was stuff to do with like Lust and whatever that soldier was that I'm forgetting the name of. You guys probably talked to Yogi, maybe. I don't know if that's him or not. I'm forgetting names. And that particular story with Raster, her backstory and whatnot,
I'm
just
sorry, I got to
seemed-
interrupt you. That's made
Yeah.
up in that one. That's not real. All those homunculus backstories from Fullmetal Alchemist, they're all fake. They didn't happen.
But he didn't
No.
watch
But
Alchemist. He watched
here's
Brotherhood.
saying
No, he
you also
said he
gotta
went
keep-
back and watched
True
Alchemist
Pop.
too.
Here's saying you also got to keep in mind, True Pop. It's not just your opinion. You got to keep the arguments, the arguments you just heard between Dermy and Adam. Take your own opinion out of it. Who do you believe? Not your opinion, but between them, who won the argument?
The argument of I'm leaning towards Adam, to be honest. His argument makes more sense. But I do understand Dermy's that there needs to be somewhat more because from the thing is from myself watching Full Metal Brotherhood, I did feel like there was some stuff missing, and because I like the stuff, obviously I want more stuff in it, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, I think overall, Adam.
To quote Mighty Wolf here, Jesus, just pick one.
Yeah, I was about to pull it up too.
Love you, True Papa. We got to move on, dude. Devil made me do it. Who do you believe won this bitch fight?
Devil might be biased.
We all might be a little bit.
I get Dermy's point, but I only would say you have to add stuff in if it added like a major plot hole, like it took like 6 or 7 episodes because they cut out this major thing. If all it is these 2 little things to put it in, it seems kind of like, is it necessary to go to all the trouble? So I have to say Adam.
Okay, that's 2 for Adam. Raster.
You're really gonna ask? Yeah. Dermy. Adam won.
JB, start using your
This
voting
is like
machine.
a Republican in California over here.
Yeah, it really is on my own channel.
You're fucked,
My
Dermy.
poll is the only thing that's giving me any joy.
That's 3 for Adam. Cloud.
I think you know where I'm going.
No, you fucker. Fuck you.
4 for
I'm gonna make fun of
Adam.
you and Blabs even harder now. God fucking damn it.
Revenge, sweet revenge.
That's a vote for Adam from the Simp.
I think Cloud should not count.
Just remember, everybody, a vote for Dermy is a vote for terrorist.
Jeremy,
I'm gonna throw you a knife
a
right
vote
here.
for Dermy is a vote for that picture behind Adam.
CJP, what are you saying? I
I'm
heard
gonna
lifeline.
throw you a lifeline, and I'm gonna go with Adam.
Fuck you all. I know where Ryan's gonna go. I see it as beady little eyes.
You know what? I'm changing my vote to Dermy just for the mercy of it. You know. There you go.
Oh, you know what? I'll
Okay.
allow it.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
I allow it too. I'm okay
That's
with
a mercy. That's a mercy right there.
I'm okay with it.
Next,
He
next
must have
round,
just Dermy just must have PayPal'd True Pop.
Dermy, I'll send
Still
you my
pending the
I'll send
transaction.
you my
Geez.
Cash App.
What is your Cash App, please?
He said the true pop
I'm a
up.
man of principle. I stand by my vote. I don't care how much money he sends me.
No, in all honesty, no, I'm not gonna vote biased on this one. I'm gonna be real honest. So I tried to be is somebody who knows probably the least about all of this. If it's that well, okay.
You and me
but
on the
really-
same page here, buddy.
Yeah. If I got to be honest, if it's that minuscule of a difference, that's why I'm gonna probably go towards Adam, man. Sorry. Like if you made a better argument, I would have honestly picked you seriously.
Yep.
So that's the only thing I'm going on.
There, chat right now. That's all I'm gonna say is I love my chat and I love True Pop.
So okay, before I cast the final vote, let's
Maybe next time somebody decides to, before they vote, don't insult them. I didn't pick Adam because you insulted me. If I were a petty person, I would have. But you just
I saw where you were going.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
I'm actually trying to be honest.
I'm going to
about
be
this.
real here. I don't know anything about this weeb shit, and I was trying to piece together through context clues about what the fuck was going on.
Same.
And Adam convinced me. In all reality, I'm going to be fully honest. As much as I rag on Dermy and everything, I'm going to
Who the fuck
say,
started
in full
voting in my
honesty,
poll?
yeah, Adam presents a good argument and everything from just argument basis.
Yeah, man. It's I swear, dude. It's nothing personal. We give you a
Like
hard time
Dermy,
because
you're
we like
having like some kind of autistic fit over this. Like,
Okay, but we need an official count. Dermy, what was the results of the chat vote? We'll count that as a vote.
I should have ended it 2 votes ago. Fuck.
What's the number right now? What's the number right
I've been
now?
voting. I don't even have to stream up. I have
Joe
not
Biden,
voted.
you can't
I
stop.
didn't even vote. I haven't voted.
I should have stopped the fucking vote early. JB, you failed
It's
me.
Adam. That's one more vote for Adam.
JB, why the fuck didn't you use the voting machine? God fucking damn it.
All right. And with right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1. The final vote for me. Dermy, I gave you a chance, dude. I said convince me that taking that character out was a bad or a good move, and you didn't convince me, dude. I said it already. Like you look at the fucking book Black Hawk Down. If that was written all the way into that fucking movie, that'd be a 6-hour fucking movie, dude. You have to take out a lot of shit that people really fucking loved in the damn book to keep a fucking movie going. And yeah, dude, you didn't convince me on this one, dude. The final vote is fucking. I think fuck Adam wins.
Well, with that,
Look
you
at
guys-
Dermy's face. This is what I came here for. Look at that face. We'll screen him. We'll screen him.
No,
I want to see it. Drink his tears.
I'm going to torture you guys now. How many of you guys saw this?
I'm gonna go get some water.
I did see that.
I don't know what this is, and I'm getting water.
No, I want Adam here, so we're gonna wait a little bit because I want him here to see this.
Oh wait, no, I saw that. I don't need to see
I
Tom
want
Holland
your
getting ass fucked
reaction.
up against a bathroom wall. I don't need to see
Yeah,
that
we're
again.
gonna
I've
watch
seen it.
Tom Holland get his ass fucked.
The thing is, like Tom Holland before this did say that this was a difficult thing to say. Now, no one know what he meant on the premiere of the show, but now we know. I think
You need the audio too.
No, we don't. I forgot the audio existed.
No, God! No, God! Please,
you know you might want to.
Spooderman. Do anything that Spooder can.
Did we just see a dick going?
So what is this movie? What is this? What is this gay shit? What is
right? It's about this person essentially that Tom Holland. I think he tried to shoot someone up, and they get essentially like a police investigation, police interrogation, and it's revealed that there's like these other characters in his house. But I think the twist is here that it's all being the same person. There's not actually any people in the house. Tom Holland's character just has a multiple personality disorder.
So it's a gay fight club.
Yeah, and originally this was in the first episode. This was like a girl getting railed, but now they're showing like the same person with the same makeup. So it's like, it was Tom Holland's character essentially.
Well, Zendaya's in it too, right?
No, Zendaya's in some sort of tennis one.
But I think is that a different movie?
That's a different series.
Zendaya does some fucking. She's in one of those fucking like high school sex and drug shows where she does lesbian shit.
She's in a new movie where she goes into an entire 3-way.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was a fucking TV series, I think.
Yeah,
I think
it was
a movie.
Tom Holland probably saw that and he was like,
the whole mid.
I'm gonna get some revenge.
Margot Robbie thing or whatever, and then they threw Zendaya into the mix. Yeah, she's mid.
No, she's lower than mid. But I do want to point this out.
Don't get me wrong, I'd slam her.
Mid.
This guy, Tom Holland, seems after he saw Zendaya's new movie. I bookmarked this because I bookmark everything when I want to pull it up on a stream. And who's bookmarking this shit?
You apparently.
I hate that. I hate this world. I hate everything about this right now.
Didn't Tom
We got
Holland
Keemstar.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Last of Us 2 PTSD.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
I believe this is a movie. This is his new show. This is where she's a tennis expert thing.
And she's
And I
about
think she
ready to
marries
get
one of
fucking
the.
slammed in both holes at the same time.
She marries one of these two dudes.
Time to build a bridge.
Didn't
Oh,
Tom
they're
Holland
gonna build
recently
this
say
thing,
that
and-
he doesn't want to be a part of Hollywood, essentially?
And that was where I was coming here because I think we
Okay.
found out why he said this. Spider-Man: No Way Home star Tom Holland admits, "I really do like making movies, but I do not like Hollywood." Drink figs. I
Yeah.
owe 3
Oh, yeah, you
shots.
still owe
and I'm
shots.
gonna need 3 shots.
Hey, how about a little bit of appreciation for $25 popping in here?
You know what? You're right. Static, you get appreciation, and you're gonna love this.
Ice cream, yum.
Oh, ice cream.
God.
Static's actually gonna love that.
Apparently, so I went to like the main screen that I usually when I log out to the internet, and apparently there's an article about that girl. Apparently she's actually she's like the
dude.
She's like the new Rage or something like that because she does like ASMR and it's like she's all over the place: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch.
Is she like the new what's her face who fucking always do like those weird fucking
Amaranth?
orgasm faces?
No, Belle Delphine.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Belle
Belle
Delphine.
Delphine, yeah.
There you go.
Let's not go down that road again.
Yeah,
I
the
thought it
girl-
was
thing
Bella
that you
Delphine, to be
said-
honest, because they all look the same to me after a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Me too.
they're all just thoughts.
Yeah, shit.
So-
Belle Delphine's the one that sold bathwater.
Real quick, I need one more shot. Jameson.
You should probably
Tastes like
take 2 more shots because you lost.
No.
Has he sat in the tiny chair while I was gone?
Fuck off.
No.
Cheers to you, Stag 2020. Appreciate the
Love you, Static.
$25 going to Dermy. Thank you.
Yes, Static. Thank you very much. I'm going to step away from camera because my stuff is in the kitchen.
By
It's-
the way,
Oh
I'm
god,
actually
that is disgusting.
I'm drinking
that
some
is
new
awful.
here. I'm drinking the 2X blended whiskey. It's not awful. This stuff is good.
No. Jameson.
Dermy's face
God,
is worth
that is
it.
Oh,
disgusting.
James is terrible.
You know,
Yeah,
I actually
Jameson
found
is terrible.
a bottle of that in the
Yeah,
house.
I
that I
owes
moved
me
into. Someone
500
left like a
bucks
half a bottle of
and
that.
1
Maybe it was
cent.
you, Dim,
Oh fuck.
of a Jameson.
Yeah. I
That
saw
is
about that.
disgusting.
Speaking
Adam,
of weird sex scenes, I did put some in the private chat to watch.
Oh God.
Are we gonna have to torture
Why?
our pop again like we did last night?
Yes.
No, please don't.
More
Please.
hamster. More
Okay,
gerbil.
it's away from you.
Like,
so I don't
Ken still
worry.
tagged me in some weird shit as well. I'm just like seeing, like, I'm
I
waking
love
up, you know,
Kenzo.
4 hours and like 30 minutes of sleep. I feel fantastic after 4 hours and 30 minutes of sleep. I'm pretty sure you need like 6 or 7, you know.
About 7 hours. But let's see. What do we have here?
What does that look like to you? It's the bear.
One of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
It's in Vermont.
Oh,
I knew this is where we're going. I knew we were going here.
I thought we were gonna have Shad with the bear. Oh Lord.
The audio is off though.
Is it for you guys too?
Excuse me.
No.
Do you need
Okay.
assistance?
So it's the clip.
Yeah, I think
Let's do this.
Yeah, it was the clip itself because when he did that beep, it came through both sides. So
yeah, I love that movie. I was actually
I need to see that.
actually a cop when that movie came out in the military, and my friends and I all went and saw it. We were rolling, laughing at parts
Oh
that
shit! I keep forgetting Tina's in chat.
don't. Tina's fine. She got balls.
Did you never see Super
He
Troopers?
was in the chat last
You gotta
night.
fucking play as PG for Tina.
I mean, I'm
Oh, after last night, if
Dermy.
she handled last night, she can handle anything.
Tina's got bigger balls than you.
We played guest
It-
those
it's-
hits on
listen,
my
listen.
channel with Tina in the fuck on as a guest.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, I'm one of those guys.
Oh.
Like Tina's kind of your mom.
Don't worry,
You
it's just the
don't really
American
wanna
flag, Ryan. It's not gonna hurt you.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe Rocks was
Unless
hugging-
you're a
hugging
leftist,
around. I didn't
it's
want
not
to get in
gonna
trouble
hurt
again. No, what? No, it's too soon.
I approve of this.
I'm just one of those guys. I don't like to talk about certain stuff around my mom, and I view Tina as like internet mom, and it gets
Okay, well,
don't want to talk about this stuff around my internet
How
mom.
many internet moms do you have, Dermy?
I know.
Well, Tina's the one that actually
Well,
loves
you're
me.
up
Didn't leave me for North
It
Carolina.
gets handed around and left on doorsteps. So we
I'm
don't
about to say I don't think Tina wants that job, dude.
Listen, Tina's the only one that loves me because my other one left for North Carolina.
What are you talking about? Tina sits there and thinks, "Oh, this could be like what The Blind Side, right?" She gets this big
Are you talking about
handicapped dude.
Sheila?
I'm talking about
Didn't-
Sheila. She left us.
Mr. Bug
He
said
left her
that
in the freaking background. there.
that
Change it from there.
bear, right, is actually its true form is like a 12-year-old,
Yes.
1,000-year-old
Yes.
kid. And that,
No,
that makes it worse.
Apparently,
in my
that's
opinion.
actually incorrect. It's actually the druid actually turns into
No,
a-
you can stay. I just want to be on my best
But the
behavior.
druid's a lolly too.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
child form, right?
We had a Horror Murata on earlier, and we were
She went
talking
with
about it.
fire.
She's like, no, that was actually a mistake. It's the druid. The bear doesn't turn into an actual druid child. It's I guess a full grown man, like a beard.
You know what? Where can I go?
Why does everyone think it's a child?
That's what we heard. I'm going
That's
on what
that's what we heard on Twitter. I'm assuming that it probably came along the lines of, you know, everybody tried to call the Snow White photos fake when they're not. Those are actually it's just not the actual. Those are not the
they're
actual.
stand-ins.
They're stand-ins. They're not the actual cast.
Ah.
So
We're
they're
just
not.
questioning. I
They're
question
not
it simply.
fake.
I just question like it looks so bad. Can this be real?
Oh no!
The costumes
Yeah,
are
I
real.
mean,
The
yeah,
costumes are
that
real.
fucking that Snow White dress looked like the worst fucking Halloween costume dress I've ever seen. It looked like it was made of paper mache.
I'll tell you what,
It'll
though.
look better in post.
I'll tell you what, though. The girl wearing it, she's more attractive than Rachel
Yes.
Zegler is. Like
Yes,
she should have been
you are
Snow
correct.
White.
Probably less racist.
You've
You are
captured
correct,
their
sir.
stunt doubles.
So we'll go here. You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's fucking
She's
slamming.
cuter than that hate beast Zegler. She's way cuter.
And you know what? I could actually. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
but she
not
looks
more
like she's pregnant in her knees.
No, I know. Yeah, that's the dress.
I mean, this is what you're gonna probably get with this type of dress. Plus, she's it looks like she's walking right now, so I don't
Hang on.
really judge that.
That's female
Dermy
girl.
really knows his thing about dresses.
I mean, I have a little sister. I'm more. What the fuck?
All right, so we've
Literally,
got hipster.
back
Got a hippie.
one there. Is that
Is this a
dwarf?
woman?
Yes,
Yes.
that's a woman.
It was.
Is that
I'm
dopey?
pretty sure there's not a female in the dwarfs, but
That
what
one
do
on
I
the
know?
front missing an
Well, they're not-
arm.
That's what I.
No.
It's just
He
like
does have an
the-
arm. I made that
He does
mistake
have an-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
early
does
on.
have one arm. You're right.
No, scroll down. He's got two arms. I swear to God, he does have two. I made that mistake too early on.
I think his other arm might be.
It's kind of like
Behind
behind
his
him.
back.
Jeremy, scroll down.
What?
It's there. You see both his arms later on. Careful of the video.
Oh, yeah, you do,
You
right
might
there.
get-
Oh, okay, yeah, I see him swinging on.
What's up with the one in front of the black girl? He looks kind of like fucking JJ from Good Times, right? I don't mind.
I like the pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
I have
I'm
a
guessing that's grumpy.
I have a question. Like, so who's who? Like,
Who
Well, this is
knows?
dopey, obviously.
what is the black
It-
girl like?
it
uh,
kind
The,
of looked
the,
like
the
Peter
black the
Dinklage.
black girl is
Also
Tranny.
Doc.
oh,
She's
Tranny.
not. She's gonna be the
Yeah,
smart one.
she's gonna be Doc.
We got hippie in a hoodie.
That's
He's in
gonna
a
be.
You know
fucking
what? This might be
hoodie.
dopey. This might be dopey.
dude,
Looks
that
like
guy
Helen.
looks that
Yeah,
guy
it
looks like he
fucking
was
dopey.
on the Song of Freedom. Like
That one's-
look
that
at
one's
that
tranny.
fucking face, man. Seriously.
Yeah,
It
he's
doesn't
just
look
looking
like
at. He's
Canada.
just staring at the one in the front. Saying, "I want a piece of that."
That tiny one. Can I fuck it?
I love the fact that we have very diverse hairstyles too. You know, because the one wearing like the one behind the pirate looks like he has like, you know, dreads, and then of course we got top knots behind him. Like
I just
what the-
realized that's
That is
the
like the afro.
fucking that's the little girl from Shazam. That's who that is.
Oh, God.
Oh, Skittles! Taste the rainbow.
They don't all look the same, Adam.
What? Who are you talking to?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't.
Oh. I guess that makes me racist.
Yes,
He
you
just
are
lost
right.
a debate, so everybody's racist now.
She got the same fucking stupid. What? I don't even know what that hairstyle is. It got fucking little like,
Top knots.
Mickey Mouse fucking buns.
Yeah, they're called top nuts. Yeah, but still, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't fucking matter because it's like, what the fuck is with these hairstyles? Like, seriously. And then, of course, the dwarf in the front looks like he's fucking on crack.
Here's my wonder: are these
just-
stand-ins too, or are these?
Yeah, all these are stand-ins.
Yeah,
shrinkage.
Yeah, they're supposed to all be supposedly stand-ins. But the two most prominent ones are Rachel Zegler, who's Snow White, and then of course the dwarf
Jonathan.
Yeah, thank you. So those are the two most prominent ones, but the other ones don't really fucking matter.
I just realized that the skinny white dude, third from the front, is if Ryan Kendall and Jed Hollywood Skull had a baby.
Yes.
Shit, you're right.
Okay.
Wow.
What
Why is he wearing a
shenanigans?
suit jacket?
I didn't need that. In my
I don't
life.
know. What shenanigans are they getting up to? They got ropes and sticks to beat people with. What kind of
Well, when you look
Antifa
at
bullshit
it-
is this?
When you look at this, I think they're coming after her.
Oh, no.
Why hasn't this movie come out already? This has been announced
no one
like,
wants to see
ages
it.
ago.
It won't. Yeah, I think it was slated to come out
Who the
somewhere.
fuck is this dude?
Right before 2025, right?
It's next year. It's next year.
Yeah, it won't come out until probably
Listen,
summer
Little
2025.
Mermaid. Little Mermaid
Okay.
bombed hard.
They've been
And they can't do
hiding this
reshoots
movie.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they know it's gonna
I found some secret audio from this picture right here while they're looking at her.
Make my pee maker tingle.
Look. No,
I'm pretty
seriously.
sure that's
pull
the
up
ultra
a
short
picture-
one that said that.
Pull up a picture of Rachel Zegler. Seriously.
Oh, no.
And
No.
compare her to this girl. The
I hate
stand-in.
Rachel Zegler.
I mean, Rachel, she's not bad on the eye per se.
No, she's bad in her heart.
She's like I don't know, 6.
She's a hard 4.
7'5". She's
It's a
not-
hard 4 for me.
No,
Listen, her
the
personality
stand-in's
makes
like-
her. a
She's
4.
definitely not fairer, quote unquote, than
The
Gal Gadot,
stand-in's
and that's
like
what the
an
mirror
8,
says.
man. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like me my Latinas,
Ugh.
but
I
her
hate her.
heart makes her just so.
She's a hate monster.
Okay,
She's-
so the biggest one makes her look a little more like a 7. But then you like see the one where she got the unibrow going on.
Mm.
Yeah,
Where are they
Yeah.
getting these girls to have these eyes are so far apart?
I don't know.
no.
Breeding them.
You could like if you try to like headshot one of them and everything, there is like probably like only a 10% chance you might hit them in the eye.
She was
what?
in the
I
same
think
cloning
it's-
bad as
yeah,
Halle
it's-
Bailey.
When it
Here's the
comes
thing.
to
Okay.
beauty,
Go ahead,
there needs to be a point of comparison, right? And you know, in the Snow White, you've got the evil queen that constantly compares herself to Snow White, and the queen is more beautiful than Snow White, and
Yes.
that's meant to be the opposite way around, essentially.
Yeah, Gal Gadot is like
I
a
don't
9.
get it at all.
She's
Exactly.
fucking incredible.
Wait,
Then
Gal
here we go.
Gadot,
Here's the
Gal
thing.
Gadot is the fucking queen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be on her side.
Trying to.
Now, here's the thing.
I'm the casting director.
They've been pushing Hollywood's been pushing Rachel Zegler for 2 years now, and
Yeah,
Dave's
all
director right now.
the girls look like the sloth from Ice Age.
Here,
Yes.
listen. I'm gonna throw on a good Latina to look at, and yes, she is
Salma
of
Hayek.
age.
Salma Hayek.
Yes, Selma Hayek.
God.
Jenna Ortega.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jenna,
Oh,
I
okay.
do think
I'm
A
she's
man
hot.
of culture.
Jenna
We're-
Ortega is very attractive. Also,
we're
at the
okay with
same
this.
time, Jenna Ortega is one of the people that she's like, look, you know, she's been considered controversial on the set of Wednesday because she wants a good script, and that's not that's basically
Quiet.
God forbid.
No.
yeah, that's blasphemy in fucking Hollywood. So there were hit pieces just probably 2-3
Mhm.
months ago about her,
I did
you
a
know,
few of them.
being difficult to work with on the set of Wednesday.
Because
Yeah.
because the script is crap and she's speaking out about it.
Yeah,
she
and,
wrote
and
a better
also,
script than they did.
Wednesday acts like Wednesday.
well, also at the same time, she said Wednesday is not going to have any romantic interest, even though the weirdos were trying to push the romance between her and her roommate.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense at all.
And which
Quite
they've come
literally,
out
they're
and said
just
is not going to
friends.
happen in season 2. They've said that's not happening.
Yeah, but the weirdos are mad.
Yeah.
So now
Be
Jenna
mad.
Ortega is on the list. Because if you speak out once, you're on the list, and you will never get off.
Well,
You know what?
I like
I like
executive
picking on her.
producer on season 2, so she can tell them all go fuck themselves.
She still
And
hasn't
she's
responded
also
to my
close to,
marriage proposals.
She's on my top 5
who's-
list of hot celebs. You know.
I cannot think of the guy who's like leading this show, the Wednesday show.
It's
Batman,
Alfred Goff and Miles Miller, the same showrunners.
Well, they're
for
the
Smallville.
they're the showrunners, and I
You
think
think
they're
about
the
Tim
writers,
Burton.
but also Tim Burton.
Burton.
Yeah, she's close
Yeah.
to Tim Burton on all of this too.
So you have the showrunners from Smallville, which obviously was a very successful show. Did it get long in the tooth? A little bit. I mean, but in my opinion, when you get Lois and Clark being Lois and Clark, that was my favorite part. But yeah,
You know what? I
Smallville was
don't
a
even care that she's smoking here.
I'd let her smoke something. I'll tell you what.
Hey.
I have to be careful because she was a child star, and they still have pictures of her when she was a kid. So
Have you ever seen
I have to
those
be
weird
very
videos?
careful.
Well, I've only ever
God.
seen her pictures looking like this, so I'm okay.
Yeah,
Have you ever-
Well, I think
because I think this is when she was a kid. So
in the
trying to
Scream
go, like-
movie, wasn't she a little bit in a risque situation, like bra and panties or some shit like that?
Wait, what?
It was.
I heard she was in
it-
another movie.
Easy, Dermy.
I might have
Jesus. Maybe wait until after the stream.
Suddenly you hear it from Jeremy.
That KY jelly.
Suddenly, Dermy doesn't care that he lost anymore, and he's like, "Guys, it's
Listen, I'm
okay."
talking about Jenna Ortega here. Shut up.
Exactly.
Don't-
He's
don't
like
ruin this for me.
he's like hoping for that. What was that internet rule? Like internet rule 30, 32 or whatever. He's like, there
31.
has to be some kind of like futa porn for this. Somebody has had to Photoshop a
Not
penis on her.
Futanari.
Raster knows
Okay, so-
nothing about anime, but somehow he's learned that term.
Nick Arcada.
Yeah, I was about to say that's how I
So
know what
it was-
Futanari are.
It was called X is the movie that she was in a risk.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one I heard. Somebody else told me about.
And
Jed
I
told me
don't
about
get
that
that.
one.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
She's an X. The freaking movie
The
with porn
porn one?
stars.
The horror movie with porn.
Yeah, the horror porn thing.
If you look up female wage gap in Rule 34, it doesn't exist.
No, there is no female wage gap.
I get that.
See, I'm looking at an angle of Jenna Ortega right now that I cannot show up on screen. But my
God damn it, sir.
I think I know which one. I think I know which one you're looking at.
It says Sunday on her panties.
Yeah.
Can I find? I'm gonna post the link in the private chat because
Don't tempt me. Do
Yeah.
not.
I will be
That's
tempting
my
you.
budget.
That's
No.
the devil's job.
Yeah, I think it's the same one that I'm thinking of.
I'm not gonna click that link.
Megaloid doesn't know all the lore.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
show
that's
is gonna get gay.
yeah, that's the one yeah, she's looking a little risque.
I like it.
Uh,
A lot.
I mean,
This is going to
she's
become
an
my new
adult.
background image.
Well, all right, easy, dude.
Look at him pretending like I'm straight, fellows. Hello, fellow straight people.
He's like,
You
I
like to masturbate on women? I do too.
I know, right?
listen.
Hello,
when it comes,
fellow straights.
How about
Knowing
them
that he's gonna, you know that he's gonna hit
I know
BBC in the
and titties?
The robot
broke up
dude.
there. What?
We lost your joke. You roboted
I
out.
just heard robot titties.
Robot titties.
You talking about Mass Effect? What?
What?
Huh?
may or may
You're
not.
talking to me, 'cause I know things glitched out for me.
Yeah, you just glitched out for us.
Yeah, you glitched out pretty hard, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty
I was
better.
just saying, yeah, I approve of this.
In the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to switch over to Rumble in case anybody needs to drop out or anything like that. But before we hop over there, I do want to go over one trailer that I have not seen yet. We watched a lot of trailers last night.
Maybe you
I'm willing to bet at least one
chat.
or two people over here.
Or not.
You know,
Okay.
I'm going to drop the link real quick to Ballbusters over there for Rumble. But
Yeah, especially because you got double ditches watching. So
I'm gonna. How many of you guys have seen the Ahsoka trailer? I'm willing to bet at least one person here has.
I did a whole video on it.
I tried to watch it tonight on my stream, and we got so fucking off topic by random people hopping in stream. It was like watching a train wreck. It was great.
You guys
and
started
we never
talking
got
about
to
bonus holes.
We were talking about bonus holes, yes.
But
Does everybody know what that is?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Pop, of course, Pop doesn't know what a bonus hole is.
Is this a new term?
It's not where the hamster goes.
Not where the hamster goes.
I think
It's the Barbie pouch.
Yeah, it's the Barbie pouch. So basically, women no longer have a vagina; they have a bonus hole. That's what the mainstream media and all the weirdos have decided is what it's called now.
Everybody has a back taco. Women just have a front taco.
That's stupid.
No, Dermy, don't
No,
put it
that
like that.
no.
It's called a butthole, dude. It's not a back taco. No
So
matter
we're calling
how
it a back
much you
taco.
want-
That is what I call it, the back taco. But anyways, let's watch this
He's
trailer.
always getting cream
Do you
cheese.
like gerbils in your back taco?
No, but let's watch
Oh,
this.
sorry, sour cream. You're always getting sour cream.
I've already done this.
If you
I'll
need
have
to
to do it
hop
again
out,
on
Adam, but
Sunday.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't
so-
seen this yet, so I'm good with it.
I haven't either.
I haven't.
It's dog shit.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Is,
we
is,
can
he,
talk
is, he
to
gonna,
you.
is he gonna get claimed for playing this?
No,
No.
I didn't. If he stops it periodically, he'll be fine.
No,
I didn't get a claim.
Disney never ever claims anything. If you get a claim from Disney, it's because some wild hair up the
Music.
algorithm
Or music.
No, it's because
Footage
they're
on music.
they're desperate for any advertisement at this point.
So
Pretty much.
I review Disney all the time. You're fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's only.
Well, let's-
Oh
only
shit,
music.
Jeremy, I got to send you that thing. Hold on, I'll do it right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. I ended up clipping it out, but still send it to me.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you, dude. Because fuck them.
Okay.
Fuck YouTube.
Fuck Gerbil.
Did you get that thing I sent you?
Did anyone else get a really homoerotic vibe from that?
Yep, I did.
I'll send you my
That's it.
penis pics.
War is inevitable.
Oh, because it's called Star Wars, guys.
Must destroy in order to create. We are
Never
no
seen anyone get
Jedi.
launched by a blaster.
What was
Look,
that?
I've never seen anyone get launched like that from getting shot with a blaster.
No.
No,
It wasn't even blast. It was deflection. And right here, this idiot. I mean, R.I.P. Ray Stevenson.
Yep.
Just for a paycheck, so I'm not going to shit on you. But his character, yet another Order 66 survivor.
Of
I know.
course.
I'm so tired.
So
of people
at this
surviving.
point, when we thought that there was like no one else besides Luke and a couple others, now it's like half the Jedi are still alive.
Yep.
Dave Filoni. It's Dave Filoni, everybody.
They even have now said that
Save
Ayla
Star
Secura.
Wars.
Yeah.
Cal Kestis, there's Obi-Wan,
You know,
there's Yoda.
This was
who
a
am I missing here?
really
When it was-
ineffective operation.
The guy
When
from
it was Leia
Rebels.
and fuck
That's right.
Rebels. When it was Leia, Luke, and Star Killer, I cannot remember his actual name.
He might be in this, by the way.
The Force
No, it's not
Unleashed.
him. They've said it's it's some rando Inquisitor who's going to hopefully fly with the lightsaber, praying to God that happens.
Oh my god!
Oh
you
God,
festival.
because there's a rotating lightsaber.
You
from
see
the-
it. It's in the trailer. It's in the trailer.
Because
Yeah,
merchandising.
That nobody buys.
cares about that stupid crap. It's the same thing. Reva had.
Okay, real quick. When I first saw those lightsabers in Rebels, I was like, man, that's actually kind of cool, you know, because I like a hilt. That's the reason I liked it. It looked like it was a lightsaber with a hilt.
You better get to a good point here real quick, or you're going to get hurt.
When I saw that it could spin, my brain broke because I couldn't figure out the math behind it. I couldn't
Because it
figure out
doesn't
the
work.
science.
That's not
It
how
doesn't
lightsabers work.
Not how lightsabers work.
That-
Also, at
you-
the same time, they're basically retconning Rebels. Just for the record, they're retconning their own shit. By the way,
Yeah, this is Filoni retconning his own crap. And this word retconning is the dirty word because they have to do it to fix all the plot holes they created and all the crap they've done. That's where retconning gets bad, used improperly.
The only reason I like those lightsabers was because when you held it at one angle, it looked like a hilt, and I like a hilt. That's about it.
But lightsabers don't need hilts. Doesn't work like
I
that.
know, but I'm just
like Peter Pan.
know.
Every
It's
sword
like-
needs
I
a
like
hilt.
hilts.
I mean, Kylo
Oh no, you
Ren's
mean
lightsaber was
wait. You mean cross guard? You mean a guard?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. The cross guards. I
Look,
like a
Okay,
nice
no,
cross
if you
guard.
if
It'll
you
need
want to do
guards.
like the single side that has like the cross guard, kind of like a saber would, like maybe
Yeah,
like that's
I like
fine.
that.
But like when you have like the round, a
You
round
can't
cross,
hold it
you
properly.
can't. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Not to mention, it's a double-bladed lightsaber without a long enough grip.
Yeah,
Double-bladed lightsabers have to
basically
be like.
your hands would be like this. You'd be like what the fuck are you talking about? If I have the actual master replicas, the original from after the movie fucking came out with Darth Maul's, the thing is like 7 feet tall. It's taller than me. That's how big the goddamn lightsaber has to be an actual replica. This Disney crap is terrible.
And when you play,
There you go. There you go.
When you play a Jedi Shadow when you play a Jedi Shadow in Star Wars: The Old Republic, the lightsaber hilts were double bladed. They're huge.
Yeah, they are huge.
Huge because they're holding them like this.
I'm
Not
6
holding
foot
it.
4. That damn thing is taller than me. When I stick it on the ground like a staff, it literally is taller than me.
Yeah, those are the worst looking lightsabers, the freaking Inquisitors ones. Just they look like shit.
I think these ones look like shit as well because they're meant to be orange.
I would pull mine out.
I see CJ. I see CJ.
That's the best lightsaber ever. I'm sorry.
That's a Yoda size.
Yeah.
That is a good lightsaber.
Well, yeah, but that's Luke's.
But yes, it is
that's
Luke's.
Luke's.
No,
No,
that's
that looks like old man
Obi-Wan's.
Obi-Wan's.
This is old man Obi-Wan's. That's new old man Obi-Wan's. That's Luke's.
Oh, okay.
See,
I
yeah.
actually- oh, yeah.
Bothered me
I
a little
see
bit because you can actually see how large that block is on top of it. It would come off as a hindrance when you're trying to hold it properly.
I think the Inquisitor lightsaber hilt and everything was a ripoff of like Tron. That's what I kind of got.
Like
from
a
it.
Tron
I looked
disc,
at it,
yeah.
Yes, it was a
as
ripoff
soon
of
as
a
they and they even wear it the same way. Like they mount it on their back,
Yep.
exactly like they do in Tron. And I'm like, y'all just ripped off your own franchise. It's another Disney property. If it was owned by Universal Studios would have sued them for it.
Now, remind me real quick. I'm not trying to actually look cool here with this, but didn't like the fucking those Inquisitor ones. I know that like when they do the circular, like when it spins, it goes out. But like, doesn't it like fold in to where it becomes one?
Yeah, it becomes one when they're just using the one blade.
And then when they
do the
duel,
two, it becomes
then it-
circle.
And it it flips out, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
the one blade has the guard like that, like a saber would, which makes perfect sense. But when it becomes dual sided, I don't know what I would call it because a double bladed lightsaber is literally going to have two kyber crystals shooting out, and it's it doesn't functionally work. It doesn't make sense from the lore of Star Wars.
But they don't care about lore. They don't give a
No,
shit.
they don't.
No, they don't give it. They care about merchandise. That's what they care about.
Which doesn't sell.
No,
Rots on shelves.
If they would have, if they would
about Reva's lightsaber sold like a ton.
I think Reva's lightsaber sold.
It didn't fund. No, it didn't fund.
It was like what, a $5,000 limit or something like that, and there was like a total of like $460.
I can get it. I think I still have it in my history.
I don't remember.
All I know is you know what? If they would have actually advertised it
Yes.
as not as Reva's lightsaber, but as in like an Inquisitor
I've still
saber,
got it right here.
it probably would have sold better.
Yeah.
Because
It might
everybody hated Reva.
Yeah,
She's
if they pitched as a Grand Inquisitor, then maybe. But even nobody even liked that Grand Inquisitor because that wasn't the fucking Grand Inquisitor.
There you
They
go.
needed 5,000 backers and they only got 1,413.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wasn't there like another thing that sold really well? I can't remember what it was.
It was a G.I. Joe. Yeah,
it was a G.I. Joe
Oh,
thing that
that
got funded
hits.
within hours.
Yeah,
Yes,
that thing
got funded.
that thing was funded, 3 times over.
Yeah, they never funded and the Rancor didn't even get funded on this thing either.
God, that is such a disgusting.
Well, the Rancor problem was just like demand and also how much the damn thing cost.
Yeah, you're right.
No
Those
one wanted.
collectors don't care about cost. They'll
Yeah. Well, and so the Reva saber was only like $200. Like the original master replicas for Darth Maul was like $299, and that thing sold out like And then, of course, when Hasbro took it over and they started doing their little like Hasbro, whatever their fucking Force Effects, it's the same thing that Master Replicas started. When Hasbro took over, they became cheaper. So, and they became less well built.
Also, Dermy, you're right that collectors don't really care about price. You can get them to pretty much pay anything if it looks cool. But they've also killed that market a lot. A lot of those people just don't care about putting as much money into collecting Star Wars stuff since Disney's pretty much destroyed it.
Yeah, since it doesn't mean anything.
Old Star Wars fans back before Disney destroyed it, yeah, you could literally pull any amount of money out of them you wanted. You know, but
we kept it afloat before that was why the EU was able to happen, because for that decade period between movies and EU starting, we just kept buying shit, or at least for me, I had my mom keep buying me toys constantly.
Yeah. Here's something else. For the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, the black figures were almost always sold out in stores. I had a hard time getting them. Now, for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, they're on clearance now at Target.
I believe that.
Yeah, they've just killed the market.
That's the apathy.
I'm a vintage collector, and I can tell you right now that it is like hardly anything from the sequel trilogy in the vintage collection. And it's very funny to see.
Well, nobody.
So let me get. So you said that they got sent to Target to be on sale.
Yeah, when I.
So a bunch of toys that nobody wanted got sent to a store nobody goes to. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Remember when the EVS got bombarded with all those whatever her name is, Rose Tico? Yeah,
Rose
like
Tico.
freaking 40,000 Rose Tico action figures or shit, because people just kept sending them.
Oh god.
Have you ever seen like?
Just a picture of the plastic.
Here comes the music.
I started hearing whispers.
Pause it for a second.
The fuck is that music?
I know that music. We said that. Now you're gonna watch this. Count how many times she's standing there with her arms folded and held tilted. It happens a lot.
Real quick, when it comes to the music, it feels like they're trying to do
It's
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Why does that statue look like the Apple of Eden from Assassin's Creed or whatever? And the same way,
Piece of Eden. Piece of Eden.
Wow, I didn't even know that was a piece of Eden. That was an
Wait,
apple.
are they incorporating
Yeah,
that stupid time travel thing here?
Yes, probably.
Also, in my opinion, that doesn't look like anything from Star Wars. That looks like what we would here on Earth think that an extraterrestrial that comes to probe people looks like. Look at that face.
Yeah, it looks like
it looks like something that an AI came up with.
It looks
Yeah,
like
Raster said, looks like something from Assassin's Creed.
Well, it looks like the diva from Fifth Element.
No, I'm not going to go that far. Diva actually kind of look cool.
Well, I mean, just as a bas relief, like if you did a relief of it.
No, I don't see Plava Laguna in that. I don't see
I just see Assassin's Creed, Gino.
Well, you see that because of the Apple of Eden.
Yeah.
Well, no, the lines on
they
it
have
too
the
and
same-
stuff look kind of like the lines you
So
saw.
yeah,
in
I
the
see
machine.
that. I see that
Yeah.
part too.
Yeah.
Of Thrawn's return as heir to the
Fuck you.
Empire.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
A big book nerd we have here. Okay.
Okay,
That-
Jeremy
that is
lost.
a
You don't need to
direct
keep
insult.
saying that to him. Jeez.
Fucking, they're just
Sore winner, damn.
Direct insult, though. Direct insult to all of us right there with that.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just bastardizing
On purpose.
the EU.
Yeah.
But the EU doesn't exist, guys. The EU doesn't exist.
That was my first red flag because I went what?
I don't
What
know.
the fuck? Like they decanonized it? Yeah.
I
Shitload of
love
books
that they
says otherwise.
I love that they sit there and say we have nothing to go off of. We have no, we have to create our own shit. I'm like, no, you have decades of shit.
Yeah,
It would have been so easy. Copy and paste.
Okay, so I hate to do this, but I never read the books. I'm aware of some things like I'm aware of Thrawn. I've heard of Heir of the Empire. Who is the heir to the Empire, and why is it pissing everybody off?
Actually, it's a duology. It's a dichotomy in that Thrawn is the legitimate leader at this point because he's the highest ranking military official left. But then the mad clone Zuro Sabaoth thinks he's going to be the heir to the Empire because he's a clone Jedi. That's part of the story. But Thrawn is recognized as the heir to the Empire because he's the last surviving Grand Admiral, and he's a fucking genius too. He brought the New Republic to its knees. This guy couldn't. This fake ass Thrawn couldn't stop 5 retards on a freighter.
You know, it's amazing. So that's the first time I ever had that ever explained. If you ever look back and look back as to where the Shiite versus Sunni Muslims come from, that's like the same thing. George Lucas just stole that from Shiite versus Sunni Muslims.
Well, I don't think George Lucas made Heir to the Empire. That was somebody.
No,
else.
that was Timothy Zahn, but Lucasfilm was
whoever
directly involved. George had veto power over everything. That's the fallacy that a lot of people want to say, oh, it's not real. No, George was was directly involved, and he was bipolar about it. So you just have to understand that.
What I love about Disney Star Wars fans is they'll always say, well, this was in the EU, this was in the EU. They can't use that argument because Disney discarded the EU.
Yeah.
So if you come to an EU fan like Adam, I'm not an EU fan. I know of it. I know some of the stories, but I would say Adam's an EU fan hands down. You can't use that argument, period, because they disrespected it day one.
Yeah. Actually, 3 years later, 2 years later, but still, I felt it coming, and when it happened, that's when I blackpilled for 6 years.
Thrawn was brought into Rebels and as a life support for the show.
Yeah,
yes,
pretty much.
Yeah.
That's all it was. I mean, they said, well, we got to bring something that somebody can like and relate to, but we can't bring Luke into the fold yet. They brought Leia into it for a little bit, but that wasn't enough.
They brought Grand Moff Tarkin and Darth Vader in, and it still wasn't enough.
No,
because Dave Filoni doesn't understand Star Wars.
Yeah, but that Ahsoka versus Vader fight was fucking great. Until
she should have died there.
See, here's the thing.
Should have died there.
We were talking about this on Wednesday. Devil was there. That was their last freaking chance Filoni had to just give Ahsoka an easy way out. Lose to Darth Vader. I mean, she should have died in Order 66 or during the Purge, but that was the easy way out. But no. Then we got to create time travel in Star Wars and pull her in.
Yep.
Stupid.
Wait till we hit the multiverse.
No.
They already technically have it in Star Wars.
How much of a fucking simp do you have to be to enter a fucking time machine in Star Wars just to save your own fucking... No, that's... I like Dave Filoni. I like the Clone Wars. You know, I like some of Rebels. Fucking the time machine. Just...
There, I fixed that.
Wow. He was your only defender, you dumbass.
Well, Sheila's not here anymore. Sheila's not here anymore, so you can't kick Sheila. So he has to take it out on somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut up, silly woman.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power, such as you've never dreamed.
What the fuck is all that shit?
I know. I mean, I commented on this as well. I just have to wait and see how it plays out and roast it when it happens in the show.
It reminds me of the galaxy maps from Knights of the Old Republic, the first one. No, go forward.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there you go. Except for they made it on a grand scale. They should be no bigger than probably about the size of the rock in front of them.
Well, you could see part of that. It looks like a piece of the Starforge mechanism.
Yeah, no, I know. And so it's really, this is super fucking obnoxious.
Who the fuck are these people? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
They're nobody. They're Dave Filoni creations. They're nobody. But here's the thing. One, I'm going to assume that these lines are out of order. So they're from two different parts of the conversation. But at the same time, this is retarded. It's stupid. It makes no sense. Without knowing what's going on.
They're basically fallen Jedi. They're Sith wannabes. And so they're going after Thrawn because they want to be the new Sith lords.
Because they want to go space whale hunting.
Yeah, I was trying to look for a space whale joke too.
It's like the plot is bending over backwards and just to have Ahsoka have someone to fight, essentially, and that doesn't fit in with like the entire world building, and it's just makes Order 66 even more of a joke than it was before.
Oh yeah, Filoni
in season in season 2 of Mandalorian, it didn't make any sense where she's all like has this hard on and trying to find where's where's Thrawn or whatever. Like like where is she? Like what is her drive to want to find Thrawn? And
Ezra.
Well,
no, that's the other one.
To everything.
Who's going to be in this show anyway? Even if he does show up.
Well, then again, too, also at the same time, so the Book of Boba Fett came out after season 2 of The Mandalorian, and then all of a sudden, her and Luke are playing powwow, building the Jedi Temple, the one that ultimately that Luke is going to try to, kill
robots.
Yeah, Ben Solo.
Krylo.
Yeah, Krylo.
Such as you'd never dreamed.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war.
All girl boss.
She looks
now,
terrible.
Okay, one more here.
Okay.
Ray Stevenson, that's the last man you're gonna see in this trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Another minute and a half of
Right.
all women's.
In defense of that, right? It's not. I know this roster looks like female centric and feminist and whatnot, but I don't think that's exactly the show's fault because a lot of
it's Dave Filoni's fault.
Yeah,
but
a lot
Dave
of characters
Filoni,
died in Rebels, and you've only have these left. So Dave Filoni essentially didn't kill off these characters, and then they're the only left. So
they killed off a bunch of guys, and now it's just a bunch of women left. This is the first time we've ever seen that.
Yeah,
happen.
the women.
Look, the good news is and everything that you don't have to worry about a live action Freddie Prinze Jr. being in this.
And True Fox, don't act like that was his plan. This is totally intentional.
Probably like when he pitched it, like Kathleen was like, "Oh, but it's got a lot of females." And Dave was like, "Yeah, make that the focus."
Marvel.
Yes,
It just
let
so
me lick your
happened
boot, Kathleen.
Tony Stark died, and Captain America died, and everyone, and all the other guys died. Now all that's left is just women. Oh, that's just how it worked out.
Let's be real. If KK saw that there was a bunch of women, she wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's a problem." No, she'd be like, "Yes."
This was made after Rebels was made after the sale. It was not made before the sale. This is Dave Filoni without George Lucas standing behind him saying, "No, you can't do that" in Clone Wars.
Yeah,
I think he got a couple past George, but still.
The last good Star Wars that we probably got that this actually has anything to do with Disney, what I would say would be the Clone Wars season 7. And even then, there's like 4 episodes with the gender diversity twins or whatever the fuck they are.
Whenever I have this discussion like this, I say I give somebody those final episodes, Siege of Mandalore. I give you that, and then that's it. I don't give any more of the season 7. I don't allow that.
When did you want to switch over? Did you say at the 2-hour mark?
Yeah, I wanted to do the 2-hour mark. I wanted to get through this, but we might finish this over on the Rumble side. Before that, Cloud brought up a good point.
Then I'll be right.
I'm going to get this up real quick because for the YouTube audience, we got some memers. We love our memers.
Yes.
We got memes to go through. Jesus fuck.
Oh yeah, I woke up in like 30 notifications, so that's nice.
Yeah,
I'm seeing a lot of them. So let's get through these real quick. And oh my lord. Okay. There we go. So we start off. Simpy Dog. Do we have a British person here?
See you next Tuesday.
There we go. Corner. You see Beardo. You see Cloud. You see Mazza and some weird, creepy pedo guy. I don't know who he is. We got picture from Anime Matsuri last year.
Yeah, at least I got full screen now.
Wait a minute.
That's Lofty on the right, right?
Yeah, okay. I'm not there. Okay.
Yeah, that's Lofty. There's some weird, creepy pedo dude. CJP.
Oh, holy shit, I'm there. Oh, fuck.
And Cloud.
I said, at least I get a tuxedo mask in this one.
Yeah, at least you
Something
tuxedo
brave,
mask.
fellas.
At least I got some manly legs.
Good God.
Wrong, but I love it.
Well, after last time,
Gerbil.
we learned about gerbils and buttholes.
See, there's Lemmy Winks.
Lemmy Winks.
To return fighting.
Oh, no. Hey.
We got Dermy through time. Dermy through time. Raster.
Is he even there?
He's not even here.
Okay.
Dude, best impression.
I'm here. I'm here.
boy.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
End of the road. End of the road, bacon boy.
Finally, you get yours, Raster.
Execute primary objective. Eliminate abomination. I think Dermy's fucked.
God. Oh God, see it in the back is a little bit better.
I'll never get to live this down.
You got a pretty car, boy.
Caught red-handed. For shame. Use the restroom. KY liquid.
Legally obligated to do the sex shuffle.
Do let me know when you know what KY stands for, but you know.
KY means nothing.
It should mean something, right? It's not just named like that.
Nothing.
It means Kentucky.
Oh, okay, Kentucky. And the why? Adam?
Oh, great! I'm getting ready to kill myself.
The audience right now. Talk like a Wait, who's saying that? Is that pedo me
you
that's
saying
saying
that.
that? Or
Wait, no, yeah, yeah, that is. That's clearly got to be Adam, but yeah, it looks like it's coming from you. Yeah, pedo.
I think it's coming from me. I think it's supposed to be coming from me.
Look
No,
at
that's gotta be-
CJP.
That's supposed to come from Adam.
Oh shit! I didn't notice that.
Oh, I've seen the next one coming up. That's not
Yeah.
pretty.
Oh, fuck.
That was last night too.
I'm getting PTSD flashbacks.
Oh my god, the memes are great. I've been watching them all fucking night. They're incredible.
What the hell is Adam lying
Adam
about?
secretly got a waifu.
That's
the
Cherry
Nah.
whatever TV. The one that she's like, fucking looking.
Otto?
It isn't really. I'm just fucking around. Kind of looks like her though.
I'll send to that.
Yukata.
No, it's otaku. It's spelled backwards. It's reversed.
Oh, otaku.
Otaku.
He's an otaku.
What does otaku mean?
It's basically an
Japanese.
obsessive fan.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Means
Obsessive
hot.
nerd. It's obsessive Japanese nerd. It's basically what.
People that don't go outside.
so more so than a weeb.
Yeah, it's their version of a weeb. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Over in Japan, they have like their own weebs. They just like Rick and Morty and shit like that from our stuff. It's like the reverse.
Yes, and now I'm gonna drop the Rumble link again in the chat. Okay, we are gonna go over there.
You made me go through way more of the popcorn than I want to.
You're the guy that got it out and ate it.
I know. I was only going to use that prop. I couldn't stop fucking eating it.
I gotta
Good.
I gotta head out.
Well,
Yeah,
for everybody that has
I'm
to
gonna tap out,
leave,
too.
let me get this going, and you guys can head out.
What? Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey, you
I think I got it.